Well, hello everyone. What is up? Happy Thursday to everybody. We are back like we never left. And so much has happened in just a few days, apparently. We have a lot to cover today. Obviously, we're going to start with some news. I'm not sure if you all can hear me, but we're definitely going to get into some news. Just some stuff that I saw. I just wanted to talk about real quick. But first thing is first, actually. So, I don't know how many of you guys are following boxing like on a global scale, but Japan is in crisis right now. They had two of their Japanese fighters pass away. Give me a second. I made a little thing for them, both of them. So, I don't know how to say their names. I really don't want to mess it up, but Shigasaki Korait, he went 12 rounds to a draw with junior lightweight champion Yamato Hata, right? And he lost consciousness shortly after the fight. And he died, unfortunately. I believe we did a 10 count for him last week. He is, if I'm not mistaken, the gentleman on the left. So I think we did a 10 count for him last week. Now, in addition to him, I'm hearing we have to add Himara Yukawa. I don't really know. Don't really know how to say his name, but he passed away as well following brain injuries that he sustained while competing on the same card, different fight, but same card, Yoshi Sato. Now, obviously, this fight took place at Korean Hall in Tokyo. This was August 2nd. But now, the Japanese Boxing Commission secretary, he is stating that they will be pulling out of boxing if safety measures do not improve. What they're calling for is stricter rules on rapid weight cut and urine testing to measure dehydration, which obviously is a factor that can make the brain more vulnerable. So just real quick, I want to give a 10 count for these gentlemen before we get into the rest of the show. Whew, child. Okay, well, that's a little rough, and I definitely am gonna keep them in my prayers. That's crazy. Two of them back to back. It's like almost unheard of in such a short span of time. I think that it's because it was like on the same card. It's a little, you know what I mean? Just a little weird. But let's move on. I don't know how many of you free a real nigga, right? So, um, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. has been released from the clink after being arrested and deported back in, I believe it was July, following his fight with Jake Paul. Now, for those of you who don't know or maybe forgot, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was arrested in connection with the Sunoco cartel for organized crime, human trafficking, trafficking, and moving that yayo. So now those charges are alleged, people, okay? And he has not been found guilty of anything. However, if convicted, Chavez could face a prison sentence of between 4 and 8 years. So Julio, he wants to, return to boxing, but he was denied a license until he gets himself clean and sober. Okay? Chavez need to go on and just hang it up. Now, speaking of retirement, Francisco Portera, I I believe that is his name. He is actually a former opponent of Shakur's. I mean, not Shakur, Keyshawn. Now, I know I had this full little picture because I wanted to put him up and make sure we gave him his little 2 seconds so he can go ahead on somewhere, wherever he's going. But anyway, he is retiring. He decided to hang it up. Oh, here he is. Okay. So he is retiring, 32 years old. He has a professional record of 30-6 with 11 knockouts. He, too, announced his retirement. So he will be leaving the sport of boxing. Thank you for all that you've contributed while you were here. That's that. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know who this young lady is, but I was so sad when I heard this. So, Elizabeth Oshaba, 9-0. And for those of you who don't know who this young lady is, she is a Nigerian undefeated WBC silver and IBO international featherweight champion. Okay, she was set to fight against Melissa Parker. However, that fight got canceled. It was supposed to be her crossover fight into the American market. So I know she's bummed about that. There's still no news as to why they canceled this fight. But when I know, obviously, y'all will know. Now, in the midst of all that news, right, we have some more. And now here's where things start to get a little juicy and heat up. Where is my guy? Because I know he said y'all is not playing with me. Okay, so I posted this on my community page. Not sure how many of y'all saw it, but Boachuk has won his appeal with the WBC, restating him at number 1 at the junior lightweight, the middleweight. He's 154, middleweight division. Now, Boachuk, he's 26-2, 24 KOs. He's been ranked number 1 since January, moving up from number 2 after the WBC dropped EJ from the rankings, right? He ain't been fighting Get Your Ass On. Now, before being number 2, Boachuk had, what did he have? I think he had the WBC interim belt at 154. That's the belt that he lost to Virgil, right? Last, I believe it was August. But anyway, earlier this month, the WBC, as y'all saw, put Boots at number 1, even though Boots ain't never had a damn fight at 154 just yet. They put Boots ahead of Boachuk in line for shots at Virgil and like one of the strap holders, you know what I'm saying? Like Slender Man, Fandora, right? But now that Boachuk has won his appeal, that put the brother right back in line for his title shots, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm home, get your ass off the throne type shit, you know? So he gets the shot now as Slender Man or even a rematch with Virgil. But obviously, as a stay busy fight, since those guys are busy, this is why he ended up on the undercard of Canelo and Crawford fighting Brandon Adams in the rematch, which obviously, again, is set to take place September 13th, as we discussed and been discussing and probably will continue to discuss. Adams is actually the first person to ever beat Boachuk, so he's looking for that smoke back. Okay, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Now, speaking of Canelo versus Crawford, right? Obviously, Canelo is using, well, for his training, because I know everybody got their panties in a bunch about him sparring with Bud and all that other stuff. But he's also using another sparring partner to help him get ready. He's using him. That's a big nigga right there, boy, I tell you. So Yolani Hernandez, he's ranked number 1. He won a gold medal at the 2021 World Boxing Championship, so he will be using him in addition to Boots. So, these are his 2 sparring partners, obviously preparing for his title defense in his fight. Now, once that fight takes place, once Terrence Crawford steps in that ring on September 13th, he will be stripped of his super welterweight belt. And that will allow for Abyss Baru, the man who just beat Tellez last weekend, to elevate to full champion. Okay. Now, I know there was something else in there that I wanted to mention about that. Yeah, he's going to be elevated to full champion. Okay. So now that brings us to, I guess the upcoming fights. I wanted to mention the fights that we have coming up this weekend. So this weekend we have Albert Bell. He holds a record of 27-0. He's moving up from junior lightweights. He'll be facing Keith Hunter. That is the youngest brother of Michael Hunter. I did not know that until I looked it up. He holds a record of 16-2, and he is set to take this coming Saturday, I think, in Toledo, Ohio, for the vacant NABA and the IBF lightweight belt. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. It's going to be on Pulse Boxing. Obviously, September 13th, we know about Canelo and them. The 14th, we got Inoue coming back. Naoya Inoue will return, defending his title. I think he's fighting Marajan. I can never pronounce these guys' names. Marajan Akalev. They'll be fighting in Japan. And then obviously we know the upcoming card we got in November with the heavy hitters on it. David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde, Subriel Matias, Dalton Smith. That's for the IBF super light championship. The most important fight that I care about, Abdullah Mason versus Sam Noakes for the WBO. And you know that we have Brian Norman Jr. Beating eyebrows off Devin Haney on that same card. Now, Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin, whatever, he is in negotiations to face the IBF champion Raymond Maritalo. Now, this fight actually comes after Maritalo's talks with his, who was he about? He was about to fight Andy Cruz. That obviously didn't go nowhere. So if Schofield can pull this off, pull up an upset, we might got a whole new landscape we're looking at. Now, here's where things are going to get a little sticky. I'm done with the news. Okay. Now we're about to get into what I really want to talk about. Because some of these things is working mama's nerves. But before we do all of that, let me say what's up to everybody so that we are just speaking before I get a little rude. What's up? Oh, hi, Miss B. How you doing? Lee, what's going on? Jamie from New York, I see you. Ruben, what's going on? All things. What's up? Yes, listen to all things. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button as y'all come in the building. Okay? Smash the like button. If you are not already subbed to the channel, make sure you do so. And we're about to get into what my issue is with some of these gentlemen. Right. And I'm going to use that term loosely because I don't want to be calling people names up here today. At least I'm going to try not to anyway. So obviously, y'all saw the thumbnail. This jackass will be one of the main topics of today's live. However, there's another gentleman that we must address while we're here. A few of these people. But we're going to start with them. Apparently, the WBC is growing tired of their champions' inactivity and upward punching, okay? And supposedly, they have finally put their foot down, right? The WBC champion, Shakur, he might got a serious problem on his hands come October 25th. So, they've ordered a final eliminator for, oh no, hold on, that's him ducking somebody. We're going to get to all of that in just 1 second. Let me lay the foundation of what's happening down here. Now, the where is this damn, so many pictures in here. Jesus Christ on the cross. Anyway, where is that picture? Well, anyway, they've ordered a title eliminator for Javier Herrera versus Ricardo Nunes. And the winner will be Shakur's next mandatory challenger. Now, they will obviously be in line. This fight will force Shakur's hand in a way. He'll have nowhere to really go. Now, this isn't happening by accident either. I know I've been yelling Javier Guerrera's name for a long time. I've been telling y'all about this boy But for whatever reason, Shakur fans, they were saying, he ain't big enough, he ain't bad enough, he ain't all of that, whatever they were saying about the young man. But he here now. I knew he would be. So anyway, this ain't no accident, okay? Javier Guerrero has been on a one-man crusade, screaming from the rooftops, okay, for this fight. He's been calling Shakur out in public, I told y'all that, repeatedly, accusing him of running from real smoke. Now, obviously, Shakur, he's only chasing big names right now, and he wants legacy fights. But the question we have to ask is, so a mandatory challenger, the number one contender, sanctioned by the bodies that gives you your belt, that's not a big enough name. And I've been asking some of the Shakur fans that, right? So let's look at him, right? Let's do this. Let's look at Javier Guerrero, right? The homie. It was about to get so real for this boy. Can't wait. So anyway, Javier Guerrero, right? He stands at 5'10". He is a southpaw, and he has an 88% knockout power. Now, maybe he is just too much, how do you say this? High risk, low reward, right? Let's not forget the history here. The last time Shakur went up against a top tier, Cuban, I think, was in the Olympics, right? For his gold medal match. Now, that's the fight that he, with his crying, excuse me, that he was crying, obviously because he came up a little short, whatever. Now, he may be faced with another dangerous Cuban, right, that he may start to avoid. I remember specifically, was it him that was on the list of fights that he could have taken after Kid Austin pulled out? I believe it was his name on there with Padley. Some tried to say that, he did not make weight in time. I don't know what the situation was for that. However, I mean, he run around here chasing, after Teofimo, the leftovers Lopez for 140 days, a payday with him. But while he's chasing a quote unquote bigger check in a different weight class, it looked like the walls was closing in on that ass. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's just, from my observation. The young man is coming. If I'm not mistaken, the boy is ranked number 4, if I'm not mistaken. So y'all, all of that top 10, he ain't even in the top 10. Tell him get his weight up. He got his weight up. Okay? So that's that. And we're going to see what's going to happen. And I'm going to be watching because I want to see how he maneuvered through this. Now, that is Javier, and he got his, fight on 25th. And obviously, we're going to cover it and see what's going on with him and, just see how the lay of the land plays out after that fight. We're definitely going to see what's popping off. Now, as I said, he run around here chasing this one, right? And we know that, meanwhile, Teofimo Lopez done turned out about 70 damn fights this year alone, right? He's the other side of that little tainted, dysfunctional coin. Don't worry. This year alone, let me count. Okay, so all the conversations around Teofimo Lopez have been nothing but spectacle after spectacle. Nothing solid, right? We heard whispers about him going to fight at the Alcatraz prison, child. Then, you know what I'm saying? He was supposed to have a fought. Who he was supposed to have a fought first? Because I want to make sure I do this in order of this year. And if I miss something, y'all let me know. This was supposed to be first, right? This was the first little incident that we heard of. It was him, Hitchens, Brian Norman Jr. a while back, Keyshawn in the past, and earlier again this year, then again now Keyshawn. But let's focus real quick on Devin, right? He was supposed to have fought Devin back at 135 like 2 or 3 damn times. Ducked him. Pure deduct him. I don't care how his fans dress it up, what they want to say, not enough money, blah, blah, blah. He ducked him, right? Fast forward. They were supposed to fight when? When was that? They were supposed to have shared the same date with Tank and Roach. They were supposed to fight August 16th. ducked that for whatever reason. Supposedly the money wasn't right or something happened. Everything just falling apart. Every time I come to you, everything just fall the hell apart, right? Boom. So you don't want to fight Devin. Fine. How about you take your funky ass and unify then? Oh my goodness. How long people got to chase this boy around? Richardson Hitchens was on that ass for months and months. Teofimo don't want to fight no Richardson Hitchens. Now, he said, again, I'm in conversation. He talking to everybody, child. He missed the telephone man. He on the phone with everybody, talking about making fights with everybody. Don't make fights with no goddamn body, right? That's that. He had the opportunity to fight Brian Norman Jr. as well. Declined that offer. Where is it at? Where the hell is it? Okay. Boom. Right? He could have fought Brian Norman Jr. Declined that offer. That offer was at, if I'm not mistaken, the 147, right? If I'm not mistaken, yeah, he accepted that at 147, or he was gonna accept it at 147. For whatever reason, he didn't take his ass up there and get no goddamn smoke. Fine, Tio. You don't want to fight. You don't want to fight Richardson Hitchens. You don't want to fight Debbie. You don't want to fight Brian Norman Jr. Okay, Tio. Let's get you a fight. Huh? How about we do that then? How about we get you somebody else? Who is? Oh, I forgot. You're clout chasing this one. I'm Dora the Explorer. I'm looking for boots. That fight fell apart at 147 because, first of all, you're 140 pounds. But yet, for whatever reason, you still find yourselves in talks at 147. You can't say you didn't want to fight Devin anymore because he's at 147 when you called out 247 pounders. So I don't understand that, right? That's that. Oh, my goodness, I'm chasing down Boots. Oh, my goodness, somebody please get me a damn Boots fight, right? You clout chase Bud for 172 years. Right? Calling them names, saying you want to do this, you want to do that, you gonna fight him. Then what happened when he pulled up on you? He checked you. You lukewarm at best. You know what I'm saying? You don't really got no smoke for him. Okay. So now that's what, 27 people already got on damn names? Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting the most important one. Subria Matias. You know what I'm saying? You were supposed to fight him. Did you fight him? No, you did not. And then on top of you ducking him the first time, because you ducked him about 2 or 3 goddamn times, he slapped the eyebrows off your face. You still don't want no smoke. So, right, and let's not forget Keyshawn. Keyshawn called him out a few times when he was still at Top Rank as well. He called him out, I believe, twice at Top Rank. And then now this is a second 2, 3, 4 more call outs that we done got in between this here too. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. You calling out all these names, right? I'm not going to do the race thing, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And then you fight an Arnold Barboza, right? Mandatory or not, this is who we fought. And most recently, we know that Keyshawn petitioned the WBO to become the number 1 contender at 140, right? So I think it's safe to say that Top Rank want to get rid of Tio, right? And wants him to come up off those belts, since instead of facing competition, unifying, such, stuff like that, he spends the year perfecting the art of avoiding people, right? Now, while Shakur is chasing him for a payday, Teofimo himself is master of swerve. You know what I'm saying? Keeping his name in the headlines, because as we can see, he out here begging podcasters for fights. Shakur ducking that Javier Guerrera smoke. He ducking any smoke in his path. It's just pathetic at this point. I mean, everybody just out here just acting like they're losing their damn mind. While all of these so-called kings of the divisions play their games, these real contenders, they out here dying for opportunities, and they're going to work their way up like Javier Herrera did, and they're going to get them. So I cannot wait to see what these boys going to do moving forward. Now, like I said, last Saturday on that MVP doubleheader, you had Candice Luca Prince. He let me see. Yeah, he defeated Roger Guerrera last Saturday. So I mean, you got some people coming up through these rankings that just like, you know what, they see what it is. These boys up here playing around, They on their prima donna stuff. They ain't got no time for it. Now, unfortunately for him, he got called out right after this fight by Corey Marksman, who had the KO, maybe a damn year. Who the hell knows, right? But the bottom line is, this is not just like, the lower weight classes. They just the ones running around here acting a fool. Oscar Duarte, Kenneth Sims, they battled it out, whatever, earlier this month, right? So those contenders, they're fighting other contenders, earning a spot, moving up in the rankings, making it even more hot at the top, But at the 140, if Teo don't want to unify, he don't want to fight nobody, it's going to be like a stalemate in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So obviously we saw Benavidez, back in February with Morrell, unied up. You know what I'm saying? That's what progress looks like in some of these divisions. Not to mention, like I said, we got a prospect alarm, y'all. The recent MVP prospect card that just injected a whole new wave of talent into the landscape. Jamal Harvey, Carlos De Leon, Pedro da Silva. You know what I'm saying? They better stop playing. I don't know what they got going on. I don't know, but y'all tell me who y'all want to see these top boys matched up with, right? Like after this fight with Abdullah and Sam Noakes, who y'all want to see maybe Shakur fight, or after Floyd and Maritala, who y'all want to see the winner of that fight go against? And I want to know. Well, I know if Javier, if he wins this, Herrera, if he wins this against Ricardo Nunes, I want to see him fight Shakur. That's my pick for that, right? So I don't know. Me personally, I would like to see him fight Shakur. Now I know y'all seen these pictures, Lord, just like I seen these pictures. Oh my goodness. Such a problem child we have here. Such a problem child. Or should I say the wild card? So he been out the ring for what, 2 years now, right? After obviously taking a loss to Canelo. He finally on his way back. The WBA has designated him champ in recess. Now, obviously, that's a title on its own. That's like, whatever. And now that Crawford will be stripped when he gets in the ring, the 154-pound title, a path has cleared for Charlo to return to the top, right? The WBA, they're going to order, I think it's the newly elevated champion, Abbas. They're going to order him to defend his belt against Charlo. But let's be serious, right? Like I like Charlo. I think he definitely can get in there and shake some shit up at 154, right? But he has been out of the ring for what, 3 years now? So do we think coming back into a championship fight like that, like coming right back into a fight against a hungry new champion, right away is smart? Like, because I think maybe that ring rust, you know what I'm saying? He needs to take like a tune up. You know what I mean? And I've heard the call outs. He's called out, I think, Bud. I know we seen the Boots and the Slender Man and EJ. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he won big money fights. I get that. But in my opinion, he should be looking to take some sort of tune-up first. So here's well, I know that it'll probably be like on PBC, but what name, if it's going to be on pay-per-view, or maybe it won't, what is a good draw name for him to be able to get in there on on pay-per-view if he does come back to a pay-per-view fight? Or do we think that maybe he should just take a tune-up, come back on somebody undercard, and then set up a big fight if he's going to actually stay and remain active, right? Like, he's taking some time off. So, he might need to just come back and take a soft touch. We don't want him to hurt himself. Now, speaking of people that possibly have hurt themselves, right? And took some time off to heal and everything else that they have going on. I have been wondering, right? Like, I know everybody has heard of, Alexander Usyk after his latest title defense, against Daniel Dubois. We heard him about to fight Joseph Parker, right? And obviously, giving Usyk like a real challenge, right? And I think Parker holds the WBO. He's the mandatory, right? He is dangerous. His style matchup could be tough for Usyk, you know. And while the division, waits, the top is locked up, right? Usyk, he has requested, obviously, an extension, for his situation, I guess. Yeah, he's requested an extension, right? Now, obviously, after the stretch, becoming undisputed twice, he's earned the right to recover from the punishing effects and injuries, obviously, that are not visible to the rest of the world, right? So, I mean, obviously, we need to give him some time to recover. He's hurt, y'all. I mean, God. But then I saw this. Get it. Ow. Break it down. Break it down. So naturally, Joseph Park and his team, obviously they saw that as well. And they ain't buying what he's selling, So they want that ass. They want a date and they want it back in the ring. Okay. Um, no, he don't. NHA, stop lying. Stop with the lies, bro. He ain't got no damn rhythm. What the hell you talking about? I can tell how you dance. That ain't it. That ain't it. Dirty dancing. Yeah, he definitely was doing something. I don't know what he got going on. But obviously, they're no longer interested in nothing that he got going on, and they want to know what's up. We getting in the ring or what? Because it's obvious that you ain't that damn hurt. You know what I'm saying? A little was a stretch, NHA. It's obvious that you're not that damn hurt. You know, I just don't know. My personal opinion, if you don't want to fight anymore, well, I mean, he did go through a lot. You know what I'm saying? He went through some real tough fights. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but don't be lying and holding people up. Don't hold the good folk up. Don't hold the good folk up. You know, if you don't want to fight, say you don't want to fight. Okay, but don't hold the good folk up, especially when you out here auditioning for Dancing with the Stars or whatever the hell you out here doing with all of this, telling people that you injured. You know what? This remind me. I don't know if y'all ever remember that show. God, I'm about to tell my age. It was a show on years ago, right? Where they used to go around and bust people for insurance fraud, right? And they caught this man like painting his house that had all these back in there. This what this reminded me of when I saw that. Like, oh, they got him. They caught him. They caught him. Look at it. He definitely. I mean, I don't know. He got it. I guess. I don't know. Mm, 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 mm. He was out there getting to it, honey. I don't know. He was out there. He was out there getting to it. Those moves. You think so? I don't. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be sea level, but I definitely will say this, right? Um, if you're not, like I said, if you shaking his tail, I don't know about that, but I will say this: if you're not interested, let him know. Let Parker know. You know what I'm saying? Because he's obviously waiting to see if there's a fight that's going to be made at that level. If not, you know what I'm saying, he can go search for him a top opponent. He don't have to sit around while you audition for Dancing with the Stars. I mean, what is that? So I don't know, y'all. Me personally, I am getting tired. First of all, playing charades with Teofimo and his, whatever he got going on. And obviously, we saw recently that he was trying to make a fight on some sort of podcast. I forget the gentleman's name, but we saw him over here begging for a fight.
I don't got no fight lined up just yet, but I would love to be on Brand Risk. Fight here.
And T.R. would gladly accept that.
And it could be, no homo, it could be like 2 guys, 1 night, 3 rounds each, or 3 guys, 1 night, 3 rounds each, making 9 rounds.
He'll be able to fight 3 to 4 people in one night.
Holy shit.
On your show. So that's going to be, Foreman did it first.
Yeah.
So let T.O. be the second. Foreman fought 5 guys in one night. So we could go eeny, meeny, miny, ho, ho, ho. Whoever wants it, come get it. He don't mind getting in the ring. So we're bringing it first to you.
All right.
Which is going to be one-time, incredible event.
Let's do it,
it's going to be
Let's
big.
do it,
so whoever first, put the names in the hat. Thank you.
Let's do it, man. Put some W's in the chat.
So I guess my question is simple. Is Teofimo Lopez holding up the 140-pound division? I mean, outside of clearly, I don't believe he wants to fight Shakur. I just don't believe that. And history with him obviously tells me that he ain't really looking to fight nobody with melanated skin. He just looking to clout chase. Clout chase. Look at him. Just look at him. Look at all of these opponents, honey, that he is supposed to have over I don't know how many periods of time and didn't fight none of them. None of them. So I'm not confident that the fight with Shakur will be any different. I'm just not. I just really don't understand what it is that he's doing. For people to say, the money that Turkey Al-Sheikh offered him was what he was supposed to be getting paid for Devin and then supposed to be getting paid for, I guess, Boots, was $11 million from what I heard initially. But now you were just offered $15 million to fight Shakur. And Shakur is still begging. Look at him begging. Just begging. You know what I'm saying? Which is weird, bro. It's very weird to me. So he out here begging for a fight. You out here begging for a fight. Why you don't fight the boy? He been trying to fight you. You and this fool you got standing right next to you. I don't know what the hell he's thinking. And I really want to know how far he expects to get with that clout chase on Lomachenko's name. Because that's the first and really only thing I ever hear people say. Him and who? Taylor? I mean, let's be honest, bro. How far do he really think that's going to get him? Without continuing to add good names to your resume. I don't understand this. Shout out to D1 in the Cash App. I appreciate you, bro. How far does he really expect to get with these silly little games that he's playing? Could have fought him for unification. What's up? I don't understand this kid. I really don't. But, I mean, I don't know. He'd rather do this. You know what I'm saying? Come on. It's laughable at this point, yo. It really is. It's laughable at this point. Yeah, I know that. That's what I'm saying. It's laughable at this point. But anyway, I mean, we definitely gotta figure out what's getting ready to happen. Because like I said, with this fight between Javier and getting ready to take place on the 25th, I think I said, the 25th, we're going to see what's really up. And I suspect that's the reason he is beating down T.O.'s door for a fight. Because he sees what's coming down the pike at him. Because soon he will be his mandatory. And I have been saying this kid's name. Nobody wanted to listen. Nobody cared. Oh, he ain't in the top 10. Who is this guy? Well, guess what? This guy is now number 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he been living off that Loma scrap for like 6 years. But the thing is, when are you going to stop it? When are we going to stop letting him? Yeah, well, but that's the main person you should want to smoke with. The guy who slapped the glasses off your damn face. Damn near slapped till I went to the next day. But that you don't want no smoke with him? The man who slapped you. You don't want no smoke with him. How many of these other cats been calling you out? Richardson Hitchens. Keyshawn Davis wants you bad. He done petitioned to fight you. This boy, he got a bounty on his head. He don't even see it. They're tired of him holding up the division, holding up them belts. You're not doing nothing with him. You don't want to fight him. You don't want to fight him. You clout chased him. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? This man slapped the eyebrows off your face. You ran from him. What are you doing? When it all boils down to what are you going to do? I just don't get it. You know? You need to be doing something. Okay, you just fought in May, right? So I get it. June, July, August. It's only been 3 months. So still, you don't have no fight lined up. I don't hear you locking in on nothing serious. Everything is, you're in talks, negotiation. You've been in negotiation with like 5 different people already, bro. With like 5 or 6 different people you've been in negotiation with. What's going on? Elder of the plug, what's going on? It's just well, I don't know about this. But yeah, I just don't understand that either. I just don't understand what he's gonna do, who he's gonna fight. Like I said, I by my count, it's been about 6 people he should have fought already that he never did. You know what I'm saying? And if we're gonna count one person 2 and 3 damn times, Duck Devin like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Now Subriel Matia, 2 and 3 times? Because he was supposed to fight him before that fake retirement that he did. He could fight Hitchens. He done petitioned for a unification. He's begging for a fight. I just don't understand. I don't get it. You telling people that you've already signed the paperwork, right? Isn't that what he just said? Don't say, I've already accepted the fight. I will see you in the beginning of the year, right? And then I showed y'all, last week we talked about him out here prostituting himself for whatever.
I don't got no fight lined up just yet, but I would love to be on Brand Risk. Fight here.
And T.O. would gladly accept that.
And
what does that mean? You don't have no fight lined up just yet? Playing games, bro. Playing absolute games. This kid, man, I don't know what Bob Arum is going to do with him. But like I said, whatever, bro. Now, I want somebody to tell me what is a good comeback fight for Charlo. We see that he's out here starting trouble. You know what I'm saying? Which, whatever, I guess that's how you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I need to know a good comeback fight, right? For the Lion. Who can we put him in there with to make him look good? To just, get some of that ring rust off for him before he start going at the big boys. Right? Like what's a good comeback fight for him? Who do we really want to see him get in there and shake shit up with? Now, after he get in there and drop some of that ring rust off, I wouldn't mind seeing him up against Boots. I think that'd be a pretty good fight, but I think he needs to get rid of some of that ring rust first. So we're gonna definitely see what happens with that. Once, obviously, the fight between Canelo and Bud, and he has to drop the belt, and so on and so forth. But let me see. You said what? Hold on. Let me see what you're talking about over here. 175 pounds. Who's at 175 pounds? Especially for 150 pounds. You know what? Yeah, that's who he's supposed to be. If I'm not mistaken, that's who they've ordered him to go against. No, B3, we're not doing that, sweetheart. But that's who he's been ordered to go against, T Hill. So we're definitely gonna see. We're definitely gonna see. I don't know if y'all just got up in here, but what are we gonna do about Shakur now having to possibly face Javier Guerrera? Because as I said before, I've been talking about this young man, and everybody told me, oh, he's not in the top 10, he's not in the top 15, Shakur not gonna fight him. What a little homie is now what is it, number 7, number 4, he in the single digits, if I ain't mistaken. Okay. So he will be fighting, like I said, he's gonna be fighting what is that boy damn name? I had to pay it. I had it up on my screen. Anyway, he has a fight on the 25th. And after that fight, that they will determine who is the, I guess, mandatory for Shakur. So I pose the question, is that why he's in such a rush to fight Teofimo Lopez? Maybe, maybe not. It's just an observation that I came to after I saw that Herrera is, what I'm saying, he's next up. He worked his way through that damn sanctioned body real quick. He's fighting Ricardo Nunes. And so the winner of that fight will be the mandatory. This is a title eliminator and will be Shakur's mandatory challenger. This boy got an 88% knockout ratio. I understand he is high risk, low reward. However, when you get to that spot, you ain't going to be able to deny him. And he has said numerous times that, he want to fight Shakur. He's been saying that forever. I said it. You know what I'm saying? I said, why he don't fight Javier Guerrera? Oh, no. He can't fight him. He's not good enough. That's the problem that a lot of people I see are having. That if it's somebody that they don't know or their name isn't like ringing bells to them, all of a sudden, he's a nobody, or why should he fight him? However, the young man that you're chasing around, I don't believe you'll be fighting him either. Teofimo's track record shows us that he will talk trash to African American men, but I'm yet to see him fight them. Yep. Well, we're gonna see. I believe that, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see after that fight, obviously the 25th, who wins that fight, and then we're gonna see how the sanctions body obviously moving forward. But he's gonna be the mandatory, him or his opponent. You know what I'm saying? So Nunes, one of them is going to be the mandatory. So we're going to see. I know that previously, and I don't think Teal just fought his mandatory. So obviously anything from now will be a defense. It won't be another mandatory. But still, you know what I'm saying? You to me are holding up a division because you could have unified. You could have unified with any of the champions. And I hate to keep on my soapbox in my campaign for somebody to give my homie Gary Antoine Russell a damn unification fight, but if I have to, I will. You know what I'm saying? That division is kind of at a standstill right now. Not sure what the hell is going on with it. So I don't know. I don't know what some of these boys got going on. I'm not sure what. Definitely, I don't know what the hell Tio was doing. Yeah, see, so he's talking trash like he really want to fight some damn body, but will he really fight them? You know what I'm saying? This is a while ago, but will you? This is when you was talking trash to Crawford. You know what I'm saying? It's like he just antagonizes people. Then when Crawford caught him, what happened? It's like, I don't get this kid. Boots, Hitchens. You know what I'm saying? He all over the place with himself. But we're going to see. We're going to see how he carries things moving forward. We're going to see if he really fights Shakur or who he ends up fighting. He fought in May, so I guess he got some time to decide who he's going to fight. But it's been, 3 or 4, I think like 6 different names since his last damn fight. You know what I'm saying? Devin and, you know, Subriel and Hitchens been calling him out. Gary Anton Russell, he didn't really call him out, but he definitely mentioned him and said he wouldn't mind a unification fight with him. So I guess we're all just waiting to see who Tio chooses. But we will definitely go from there because there's a bunch of prospects coming down the pike that's getting ready to shake some things up. Yeah, he is. I don't know. I don't know how long he really think he can live. Um, Don, stop. I don't know how long he thinks he can live off that Loma win. So we're just gonna see. I guess we'll see who he decides to fight. Who the young man got coming down the pike. But Dondrick, I don't know if you just got here, but we was talking about your boy, right? And I asked who's a good comeback fight for him. None of these guys, I don't think. First of all, we don't even know if this guy is really coming back. We don't know that, right? This guy is busy, but that's a good matchup. I think later down the line, I would love to see somebody do something to Slender Man because I'm really not a fan of his. But as of right now, right out the gate, he needs to be reintroduced. He's been out of the ring since 2022, since obviously his failure to defeat Canelo Alvarez. So, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like maybe he needs a soft touch to get back in there, get some rounds. We'll see. Yep. Well, oh, you think Beats boots him? Beats boots him. You think Boots beats him? Which African guy? Well, whatever. We gotta see who he gonna fight too. The brother. The giraffe, if I'm not mistaken, was Slender Man. Fundora. Fundora is I believe who that was intended to be. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to be Fundora. Obviously this is Boots. Big Fish is EJ. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? I know he called out Crawford before as well. But I don't think that Crawford is going to be fighting after um, Canelo. Mm, I don't know. The one that beat Tellez is Abu. Yeah. The one that just beat Tellez is oh my god, I can't never pronounce these guys' names, man. I need to really, because I don't like when people mispronounce my name, so I be hating not to do that to other people. But I know who you're talking about. Yes, him. I think that's who he was ordered to fight, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's exactly who he was ordered to fight. Let me see. Yep, if I'm not mistaken. Abbas Baru. I think that's who he was ordered to fight. Or he's actually, they're going to set that up. He's making his way back. So, I mean, he's a champion recess, so we're definitely going to see. And I don't know, like I said, maybe I just got here, but I also talked about Usyk and how Usyk, he was out hurt and everything like that. And then, his team, that, people just wanted to make sure that he was okay. Obviously, we saw this. He needed the extension. He got the extension. But now Parker is upset because obviously, uh, obviously this hit the airwaves. So now they're a little upset. This is just downright laughable right here, bro. He got to stop this foolishness. You don't file for an extension, honey, and this is what. So naturally, I'm sorry, that just tickles me so. So naturally, obviously, Parker's team is a little upset. They don't believe him now, that he's, down and out sick or whatever the case may be. They just not feeling him. They don't believe him. Whatever the case may be. They want to know what he finna do. Okay. Joseph Parker's team, they want to know what the hell he got going on because, you know, after they seen that, they want to they want some answers. So we don't know. Obviously, he they haven't seen the medical evidence, but you would think a serious injury would prevent you from doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll wait and see if they open up talks. Um, I guess, well, that 30-day window might just be about up. So I don't know. I don't know. I know they had a 30-day window from July, I believe, 24th, 25th, or something like that. It's before purse bid. So we're going to see what he got going on. But I tell you what, you shouldn't be outside doing that if you asking for an extension. Dirty dancing. What's going on, the butcher? How y'all doing? Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. I don't know if he was, yeah, Cardinals. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what kind of dance that was, and obviously I didn't want to play the music from the background because I didn't want to get a strike. But he was in there trying to get to it, I guess. But obviously, they are concerned now that his injuries are not as severe as he presents them to be, because of his seemingly limber movements that he was displaying in that video. So I'm not sure if he just, nobody caught him, or if he didn't know he was being recorded or what. But absolutely, they are calling for maybe a purse bid and everything else. And so this brings us to our last little homie. Poor AJ. What we gonna do with AJ, y'all? What we gonna do with AJ? We need to find him a fight, right? Because obviously he was supposed to be in talks for Jake Paul, but obviously that fell through. So now, you know what I'm saying, what we gonna do? I don't know. I mean, listen, who knows? Maybe look for him for some early next year, right? I don't know. Tyson Fury done retired, so we can't fight him. Deontay Wilder, he need to retire. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm being told that Tony Yoka, that's not a real um, option at this point. So, poor thing. What's going on, Ricky? Poor thing. But yeah, I mean, that's what I have for y'all. Oh my goodness, I thought I removed that. No, I did remove it from the other side. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with the landscape or what some of these boys got going on. Like I said, there is a pulse card Saturday with Albert Bell on it. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. We don't know. So apparently nobody going to say what we need to do about Tio. Is he holding up the division? Nobody don't go answer me. Yeah, I think y'all told me who y'all think is a good fight for Charlo. Is Shakur in hot water? Nobody never answered me. You think so? You think? What are you? How can I even take you serious? You think big? You think Big Baby Miller? Oh, that's Big Baby Anderson. Yeah, Big Baby Miller too. Okay. Huh. Hmm. Who look like they manage at the bank? Let me take this man picture off. Y'all terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. Well, I believe that's it. Yeah, because we talked about Julio getting released from the Yayo charges. I told you about Anyway fight. I told y'all her fight got canceled, unfortunately. Don't really know why. Yeah. That is. Yes, I think so too. I mean, just the fact that he's not unifying is like, you know what I'm saying? I So there's several right now. If he wanted to unify, you could unify with Hitchens. I think Subriel, obviously, he has a fight coming up. He could unify with Gary if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, yeah. There's two other champions he could unify with if he really wanted to unify. If that was something he was looking to do. He's looking for big money fights. I get that. However, like we said, I'm not really sure how long he thinks he's going to live off of that Loma win on his resume. Like how long you think that that's going to carry you? You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand how far he thinks that's really going to carry him, because in order for your name to stay hot, you have to fight and be active. You know what I'm saying? That just, to me, that's what makes logical sense. You have to fight and be active and continue on your resume and continue to win big fights. You know what I'm saying? Had he made any of the fights for the people he was clout chasing, that would have been good if he had won them. It would have also been good if he had like I said, unified, or even if he fights Shakur, which I don't really think he is. I just don't think so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely is a tough fight for anyone at 140. But so what they gonna do? Just avoid him and not fight him? You know what I'm saying? Tandra, I don't. Okay. Okay. This is okay. What's going on? No evidence. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, please. Make sure y'all sub if y'all not already sub. But yeah. I mean, I don't know what he got going on. I really don't. I can't be entertaining Teal's foolishness, but go there. How? Okay, so like I said, we talked about Shakur and what he got coming down the pike. Do y'all think that is the reason he's pushing this Teofimo Lopez fight so hard? I don't think he's getting this fight, and I don't want to rain on his parade or nothing like that. But I don't think that he's getting that fight. Teal's track record does not show to me that he's interested in fighting in general anymore. I mean, obviously, we just heard the boy say he want to go fight underground or wherever the hell that was. That young man. And I keep forgetting that young man's name, but whoever that boy is that he was talking to, that he said he wanted to do the 2 and 3 people at a time. He wants to do stuff like that instead of fighting. You know what I'm saying? I guess sanctioned fights, because I don't know what type of fight this would be.
I don't got no fight lined up just yet, but I would love to be on Brand Risk. Fight here.
And T.O. would gladly accept that.
And it could be, no homo, it could be like 2 guys, 1 night, 3 rounds each, or 3 guys, 1 night, 3 rounds each, making 9 rounds.
He'll be able to fight 3 to 4 people in one night.
Holy shit.
On your show. So that's going to be, Foreman did it first. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. What's up, NHA? What's going on, Cam?
I'm chilling, man. How y'all doing this lovely evening?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you? What's up, bro?
Same old.
Cam, what's
Yo,
up?
what's good? Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Okay, oh, you got the background that's fire.
Thank you. So what we got going on? Are we in agreement? T.O. holding up the 140-pound division?
Shit, him and Africa. You want to say that?
Him and who?
Him and Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them. Africa ain't exempt either.
But Africa, he was calling for the T.O. fight. Now none of them want to fight Gary. That's a fact.
The thing with Africa and T.O. is both of them is managed by Keith Conley, and they don't have nobody to fund the fight. Keith Conley ain't gonna fund the fight by himself.
That's why I said, okay, so maybe they can't fight each other. So Gary Antoine Russell, unify with him.
And them boys, hey, either
The
one of
only
them.
one unify is Gary. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Where they gonna fight though? Like who's gonna do the promotion and all that?
With him and Gary. Gary's what, PBC?
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, if it's a
Okay.
unification fight, you think that'd be pay-per-view? Yeah, it should be.
It wouldn't be no main
It's,
event shit. They'll put them on somebody's undercard.
so then maybe that's another thing about Teofimo that confuses me. If he's not with Top Rank, who was he with? Because Turkey
He's
doesn't seem to
still
want to
Them
be bothered
motherfuckers
with
with
him.
top rank.
he,
He's with
well,
top rank.
he's still with Top Rank now. Allegedly, he's supposed to have like a 3 fight deal similar to Devin with Turkey, but that shit kind of up in the air. So Top Rank is still have him locked in. They're just taking their promotional fee off of him. They're like, yo, shit, send his ass to Turkey. You take his promotional fee, and that's it.
But from what I've seen recently, Turkey is like tired of him. He's like stalling on the fight with Shakur. So it's like, what is he going to do?
Yeah, that's all of that flip flopping he be doing. He disrespect Turkey 1 minute and then go back and
And beg the next minute, yeah.
apologize and stuff. So that a lot of some a guy like Turkey, he's an egotistic guy. He ain't gonna be going for that for too long.
I think the best thing motherfuckers could do for Tio is ignore him because it's clear that that
He
man
don't want to
craves
fight,
for
right?
attention. He
Yeah,
just craves for
Tay.
attention, man. That's all he does. He craves for attention, man. He does all this dumb shit, calling out this person, calling out that person, just to fight, somebody like a Claggett. Like
Arnold Barbosa,
it's
and I get it.
tiring.
Like Barbosa was his mandatory, right? So I understand that, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, and like I said, the clout chasing above, the clout chasing the boots, all this clout chasing, and then when people are really trying to fight you, you don't want to fight. It's to the point now where people are going to sanctioning bodies and requesting to be put as your number one contender. Like it's getting that bad. You know what I'm saying? Where it's almost like people are forcing you to fight. If it's like that, then I mean, what you doing?
Like I said, motherfuckers need to start giving him airtime. Because I mean, I get it. He's good for content, but as long as he's getting some type of airtime, he's gonna continue to do this goofy shit he on. It's not gonna change. This dude's I gave up on him and shit literally when he came back after the Loma fight, and I thought he just his head got so fucking big. He had like
Yep.
this fucking fake vision of grandeur, like he really
Mm-hmm.
something he was demanding 10 million, this and that, 5 million. Oh, you need we don't need top rank. We gonna jump over here to whatever the fuck, thriller and shit. And it's like, bro, you ain't there yet. And I think he just went downhill from there. Cause like I just soured on him. I still believe he's one of the most talented fighters still out there and shit. But it's like the headspace, and I don't know if his heart's really still in it like that. So it's like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My thing with Tio is this: like he, like, no doubt he's talented. I don't think that that's a question anybody has. But he tends to fight to his level of competition. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like you never know which Tio you're gonna get
yeah,
on
and
any
that's the
given fight
problem.
night. Exactly. He's too
That is the
much of a
problem.
wild card. What's going on, Thomas?
Yo, what's good? We talking Tio. Like I said, I think the biggest thing for Tio, the biggest obstacle, is that he's still contractually owed some tenor to Bob Arum. And Bob Arum, like I said, man, I'm staying with this. He let one bout walk away when Shakur left his thing and took the belt with him. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one piece of the puzzle he now longer has control over, and one piece of the puzzle that he can continuously dangle to top up and coming talent. He can't let that belt that he has over there for the 140-pound division walk away. So therefore, he really ain't got to fight because ain't nobody Bob willing to sign off for to give that belt up. That's why you hearing the rumblings of Keyshawn Davis, even though Keyshawn didn't look so good in his last look. But it's a legit way to get that belt off of T.O.'s hands.
Yep, that's what I said. They headhunting that boy. They definitely headhunting that boy.
Hey, I saw as soon as I seen them talking, saying Keyshawn petitioning for T.O.'s title to be the #1 contender, I'm like, Top Rank trying to knock him off. They trying to
They
knock
got
T.O.
to.
completely
I
off.
think they've been trying because remember he was going to fight Brian Norman Jr. a while back too.
That right.
Absolutely. Anybody that they feel they can get that belt off of him, they're gonna get, and they're not gonna sanction any other fight. They're not gonna allow him to put his belt on with anybody else. So that's why he says, I can't get no fights. He's calling everybody. He's looking for attention. In the meantime, he can't get anything to make money. And he ain't about to take a 9 to 5 when he touching millions. So he or hundreds of thousands. So, I'll do an exhibition. Hell, y'all just cool with another exhibition? Why not? I go out there, do an exhibition with 4-5 people in one night. Some Joe Schmo, some content creators. They seem to be doing well with these content creator and OnlyFans fight promotions that they be doing. So I'll hop on that. And I mean anything just to get me over until the fact that I can find a way up out of this deal with Bob Arum, because he's got a hold on him. And Bob Arum he called him an idiot. He called his own fighter an idiot. That lets you know how.
Because he's frustrated because they presented several fights to Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? So I get Bob's frustration. And to your point, and like I said, they headhunting that boy. They want that belt off of him, and they want to be rid of Teofimo Lopez. I thought that the only obligation he had to them was his sanctioning fees or the belt fees or whatever.
He locked in.
I think he's owed them one fight though, one fight. I still believe he does, and I think that's why he can't. Because otherwise, he would have took a fight with any old Joe Schmo. You know what I'm saying? He did it before, and the Barbosa one just so happened to be, something they had in the works, so that was something that they could spin off. But I don't think that you're going to see him in the ring with a threat for that belt. Now he can fight something without that belt being on the line, but I think that's the problem. So he's going to put him on the shelf until he finally succumbs and be like, okay, starve him out. So I think he's starving him out, so to speak. That's what I would say.
He's actually starving himself out. He's starving himself out because you keep turning down, his opportunities and shit.
But see, check. Now, see, you got other people, your contemporaries.
I ain't see that. I ain't see. He called him a schmuck. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Thomas. What you saying?
No, I'm just saying, you see your other people and your contemporaries and some of your people that you grew up getting fights, making money, and you can't. That starts to wear on your mental. And like Don Dricktham said, there was the incident that's widely publicized about, his wife and what happened. So he's been getting pressed mentally for a long time now. And I think he's just on the verge of popping because he can't control his own destiny.
He controls his fucking mouth.
Yeah, seriously. And I don't really know how, I don't know. But see, that's the thing though. If you really wanted to, you could fight the last fight if you only have one fight left under this contract with Top Rank, and then you can be free. And you can really go out there and see how much that name of yours still carries weight. Fulfill your contractual obligation, because to NHA's point, you're really in your own way.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, like you said, that Loma win got to his ass, made him believe he was on top of the world. He was up there like Ray Goodman and Brown.
But how long can you live off of that? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, him and his father are delusional. They're gonna live off that shit forever. Him and his father.
Yeah. Tell you, it's almost like before Edgar Berlanga got beat up, it was almost like him on that goddamn Canelo win. It's like, yo, bruh, well, you didn't even win. That's what I'm saying. Him and his father. To me, his father is another one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they got really going, man. I really
That
don't know what these two got going on, bro.
now that ninja took a loss tour. My man was on a loss. He took a L and he went on a tour. Dog. Like,
Yeah.
how do you do that? Like that fool was really wilding and bugging, and that's why when he took that sit down, he really needed to sit down because he was
Well, he'll
moving
be back.
fast.
He'll be back as well in October, if I'm not mistaken. He'll be back in October as well. But that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You come right back. Get right back. Don't take too long out the ring. It's like a riding a bike. Get back on it. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
mean, like you guys have mentioned, if it wasn't for him getting in his way, there are plenty of people who would gladly put on a fight and put him on a card. Because there are people who will come and see him fight, whether it's to win or to lose. They will come to see him fight. So, he does have to. I don't know, man. I can't explain it, but I know for one thing that belt, that's an issue, and that's an issue with him and Bob, and they got an issue together. So they got to work something out because he just can't continuously over here twerking for the belt, or twerking for.
listen, I done already told y'all he's out here selling jabs for cash. Nobody wants to listen to me. The boy is selling jabs for cash. Is this what it's come to for him?
Oh, I definitely believe you. You jab queen, so I know when you recognize somebody selling jazz for cash. You know what I'm saying?
Child.
You know what the problem with
Oh,
T.O.? The biggest problem with T.O. is that he don't have a core fan base. Truth be told, the Hispanics don't really fuck with T.O. like that, man, just because of the clown shit he be on. And obviously, you know what I'm saying, blacks don't really fuck with him like that. So yeah, I can't even say like, somebody, you know what I'm saying,
that's
who's
not true
willing to
because
take him on and shit.
it's a lot of closeted bigots that still deal with him. Like I said, I happened to stumbled upon his live one night. Like, let me just see what he's talking about. It's a lot of them that still mess with him. They closeted, you know what I'm saying? But there's a few of them. He ain't got a whole bunch, but there are a few of them, you know what I'm saying, that still rock with him. And you, as you can see, some of these Spanish channels still promote him like he's like some big thing, like he's really, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, it's not that he's not a talented guy, because he absolutely is talented when he wants to be. It's just the fact that he fights so infrequently. Like we said, he's living off that Loma win, and he got to stop that because Loma's retired now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you need you another big name, baby.
But check
You know
this
what I'm
out,
saying?
Jeff.
Go ahead.
If he's as popular as, you know what I'm saying, as some people like think he is, he would have definitely been doing better and shit, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, when he headlines his own show, he could barely fill up a goddamn ballroom, like in New York City. That's just telling me it's just like, yo, your own people, and it's like there's like millions of fucking Hispanics in motherfucking in New York City,
But that's
just
the whole thing.
probably just in fucking
He's
Manhattan
not
alone.
from NY. I think his father's from NY, but I don't think T.O. is really from NY. You know
But
what
he
I'm
grew up
saying?
in Brooklyn, so I mean,
Oh, did he? Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that he left early and went to wherever the hell they live now.
I mean, he claims NY and shit, but either way, it's even worse. He's a fucking man without a home and shit. So it's like he ain't never been on pay-per-view. His fucking biggest game was like didn't even crack 5K. So it's like you this accomplished. You've been unified. You know you you beat Loma and shit. You know what I'm saying? The first one to beat Loma and shit. But it's like, what does that translate into? I kind of think that frustrates him, and I think Top Rank kind of pays him, for what he's worth and shit. So it's like he's in a situation. He's constantly crying like, "Yo, Tom only got paid $1 million for this fight. I'm this and that. Why they pay me so low?" But then it's like you get offered opportunities and shit to make, what I'm saying, 5 times more than that, and you got a reason not to take the fight, and it's just, I'm over fucking T.O. and shit. I don't know why motherfuckers even take that motherfucker serious. At this point, he just wants to he rather just trolls. He rather just goes on social media and act a fool. Whether it's get on some old racist rant, and that's the other thing too and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like once you go on that fucking racist tirade, just I can't. It's hard for me ever give you a fucking pass. Period. Same shit with Ryan. So it's like, yeah, I'm done with Tio.
Yeah, no, I feel, I feel you. I definitely feel you on that shit. I'm trying to help Bob get that belt up off him. You know, so I'm out here doing the Lord's work. You know what I'm saying? But we can definitely move on from Teofimo, the leftovers Lopez. And I want who did y'all say would be a good fight for Mel? Excuse me.
I say a Baz Baru right now since they about to order that WBA fight with him
Yep.
and the Baz. I say shit. Go ahead and get that strap. And then, you right in the mix with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? If he beat a Baz Baru, you know what I'm saying? All the big fights is there for him after that. So that should be his move.
If he beats him, right, does that mean he goes right to because he's what the champion recess, right?
Yeah, yeah, but they're gonna but a Baz with him getting elevated, it's gonna be a title fight.
Right. Okay. Well, we're gonna see. I mean, I think
Yeah,
he should take a tune up anyway. You know what I'm saying? And come back, and then if you want to get in the mix with the big boys, not saying I don't think he could beat any of them. I'm just saying, get some rounds and get some of that ring rust off him. You know, he been out for what 3 years now?
shit. Nah, 2 years. He fought Canelo on
It was
last
September in
September.
2022.
Yeah, nah, 23.
Was it? I thought it was 22.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
23, baby. I will never
yeah,
forget
Damn.
because a month before that, it was the Crawford and Spence fight.
yeah. That's
Man.
why that's why I was saying last night on my show. I was like, Earl and Mel would make sense if they was to make it next. It would make sense because both of them fought around the same time and they've both been out the same time. So it makes sense for them to, if they were to try to lock them in immediately right now. But I don't think it's going to happen though. I think it's going to be a Baz Baru next for Mel.
And that's not gonna be an easy fight for him either.
Yeah,
I'm
I
surprised how
absolutely
he
Nah,
did
do.
it.
I knew that. I knew that, bro. I was more or less saying I was more or less asking because I don't think EJ is coming back.
I mean, shit, he been sparring and everything. We just seen footage. Well, not footage, but we just seen pictures of him, sparring and shit. So
Yeah, I saw
he
that too, that video.
trying to get back in the groove a little bit. I don't know how. We'll see. I ain't ruling. I don't believe EJ's retiring. That's just me. He's just doing everything on his own time right now. So that's why I'm saying like
Yeah, I don't think he should
everybody
retire like that either. I don't think he should retire
yeah,
like that. You know what I'm
a lot
saying?
of yeah, a lot of people was throwing flack for EJ not fighting in recent time, and I'm like, bro, like this dude that been through a whole lot, and you know what I'm saying, like sometimes some of these fighters need some of that time to to enjoy it with their family and and kick it, you know what I'm saying, for a little minute, you know what I'm saying, heal their body up and everything, so you
So is,
know.
is that what that's what Usyk doing? He chilling for a minute and kicking it and healing his body up.
I don't know what the hell Usyk on. He's tweaking
Yo,
out
look
here.
at my man. Look at him.
He's
He is
tweaking.
getting busy. Look at him.
That boy dancing freaky as hell.
Yeah, I better say he's doing a dirty dancing.
Yeah, he dirty dancing for real. Yeah, that don't make his case good for this injury exception. I definitely will say that.
Look at him. He
Doesn't
moving
make
every
the
part
case
of his
good.
body too. It's like how many parts can I move at one? His wrist is fine. Look at him. Look. His leg is fine. His wrist is fine. His puree. Look at him. Boom. Watch it. Rock him. Rock it. That nigga is fine. Get your
Usyk can't be this dumb, man. He can't be
That's what
this
I'm
dumb.
saying. Yo, you can't be serious, bro. You can't be
I
serious.
expected this from Bivol.
Well, I'm pretty sure he did that shit in his country and shit. They eating that shit up. They ain't gonna look at it the same way we're looking at it.
Oh, you crazy? Because Joseph already done petitioned. His team already done came out like, listen, bro, I don't know what type of injuries he got that allow him to move like that. What we doing?
Hey,
Yeah,
stall
now
him
as
out,
soon as
stall
they
him out,
saw
man.
that,
He just
now as soon as they saw that shit, you best believe they was like, what the?
nah, for sure.
Nah, Usyk, nah, man, that's a bad look, man. We gotta see you with
That's
Parker
nasty
now.
work right there. That's
Now I gotta
nasty
see you with
work.
Parker now, bro. Like, yeah,
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 that's nasty work.
I'm a big Usyk fan, and I gotta see Parker now, bro. I don't want to see nobody else but Parker with Usyk now, bro. Parker deserves his shot. You know what I'm saying? He's been
Yeah,
waiting
he do.
for a
Yeah,
minute
he
now,
do.
so he deserves
Yeah,
the shot, and Usyk needs to give it to him. You know what I mean? Frank
Hold up.
Warren.
what?
Now I will
Usyk
say
ain't
this.
entitled to. He can't get a
Hold
light
on.
touch. I'm just saying, Usyk ain't entitled to a light touch before Parker.
I mean, shit, but they mandated it. That's what I'm saying. The WBO mandated the fight with Usyk and Parker.
If I'm Usyk, I'm like, fuck y'all belt. I'll fight when I'm ready to fight. I
See,
just made a
that's what
couple
I
hundred
think.
M's.
Now, I've been on record saying that I think Usyk's going to fuck around and just vacate that belt and say fuck that belt. Because I think Usyk is looking for a bigger money fight than Parker. That's just my personal opinion. I think he's looking for a bigger money fight, and he don't think Parker is it. And of course, you already got Turkey already said that he's not going to fund that fight with Parker and Usyk. So, no,
Yeah.
Turkey want Usyk to fight Moses and Tuma and motherfucking Tyson Fury and shit again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't even be mad at the Parker fight because low key Parker, he kind of he does he's earned it. But at the same time, I can't front. You know what I'm saying? If Usyk decides, you know what, yo, fuck that, y'all not about to force me to fight this man. I just went back to back. You know what I'm saying? Fight with one of the top guys, and then knocked the motherfucker out that stopped AJ. So it's like, yeah, I'm a chill. But Parker does, he has. I feel like he has been catching the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to all, the belts. So I kind of feel him.
Nah, I mean, and to that point though, if you not, you know what I'm saying, let people know. Don't have him waiting in limbo because he has been waiting a minute.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what
facts.
I'm saying?
He should just drop that belt. You know what I'm saying? If he's not gonna fight, I'm not gonna tell him just hold on to it and just like, yeah, I'm gonna fight you whenever I'm ready. Yeah. If you ain't gonna fight me, drop the belts and shit, and then
Yeah.
saying and just go on your retirement tour, fight whoever you want.
Because Tyson's out the mix now, right? Tyson Fury retired.
He might as well, man.
Nah,
I thought he retired. I thought he said he was retiring. That's it.
nah, he's still fighting.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Well, let's get it. Who they trying to? I thought they was trying to. Who they trying to line Moses up with?
Shit, they could
I
line him
agree
up
though.
with Parker. That would be crazy though. Parker's like, God damn, man. I said I want a title shot, not a concussion.
Define Ernie. Ooh, you gotta
Can you
fix
guys
that, babe.
can you guys hear me? No?
Yeah, but it's like a
Oh,
lot of static.
oh, I'm sorry. Let me know when it's good. It's good now?
That's better. Yeah,
I
that's better.
appreciate it. How you guys
Cam, one
doing?
of yours got to drop off. Cam, you got two up here, bro.
Oh yeah, there's two counts.
How the fuck is that?
I don't know. I'm gonna drop one off, bro. I hope I'm dropping the right one.
Is it because you're in the cell phone on one end and in the laptop on the other end or something?
I don't know what he got going on, but shout out to Big Dog Willie, $2. I told y'all Jake Paul. Oh my god. Whatever, Big Dog Willie. Appreciate the $2, bro. Anyway, what's up, Define Ernie?
How you doing? I think it's the first time, and you were talking
Yeah,
about
I think it
Usyk.
is the first. Yeah, we're talking about
Yeah.
Usyk and his little footloose performance.
I mean, obviously Parker is the guy that deserves it. I don't think that's
Mm-hmm.
debatable.
Debatable.
But
Yeah, no, for sure.
what I would propose is Parker versus Caballel, and the winner gets Usyk because Caballel deserves it. Uh, close, not as much as Parker, but pretty close to Parker, in my opinion. Those are the one and two. And I especially felt bad for Parker when Dubois pulled out, and
Yeah.
Bacoli stepped in because I,
So,
I actually thought Parker would probably beat Dubois, in my
so
opinion.
you think they should fight each other, and the winner of them should fight Usyk?
Yes, because I mean it's better than waiting, I think, because I mean Usyk's been talking about the third Fury fight, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't want to see it, but I understand it from the money standpoint because unfortunately a third Fury fight will be hell of a lot more lucrative than a Parker or a Caballel or even an Itama fight. Um, but I mean, who knows? It should be Parker. Let me not ramble too much. It should be Parker, bro. That's the truth.
Who was that in your thumbnail? Because Teeth said that was yeah, no, I thought it was. That's not the one that just fought on Saturday, the last card. I
No,
just
no,
saw
Jean
that.
Paul. No, that's not Jean Paul or Jean Kiel. That's Pupilo Collazo, the strawweight, two belt holder.
Oh, okay. That picture's small. I'm like, wait a minute, that do look like him. Oh,
He's
okay.
he is fighting a week from Canelo and Crawford.
All these young
Um,
guns, all these young guns. That MVP card was hot as fish grease, and I'm telling you right now, they ain't come to play with some of these boys, man. So
mhm.
they better tighten up. That's all I'm gonna say. They better tighten up because it's getting ready to go down. What y'all think about Guerrera about to have that shot maybe at Shakur? It's a possibility if he win this fight. And that's what I've been saying. This is the young man name I've been hollering out. That nobody don't want to listen. Remember, all his fans were saying he ain't ready. He where he ranked at. Well, boom, he right there on y'all ass now. Now what? 83% rate knockout. What are you gonna do?
But
The one
who you been knocking out?
Let's see. I mean, I can pull up the box, right? You acting like you know what, NHA? You doing my
I
damn
just saying.
I'm pulling up his box right now. Give me a sec.
like that matter. He can ready to knock Shakur out. That's all that matter. That's all that matter.
I mean, when you're a young up and coming fighter, you can't really, um, ask that question. In my opinion, who has he beaten? Because you're not supposed to beat anybody, quote unquote, when you're an up and coming fighter. You know. But let's see. No, I don't recognize any names, but I mean, 17, I know, with 15 KOs. Good enough to me. The one that I want to see Shakur with is Lamont, to be honest with you. Are you
You
guys there?
do?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I guess I'm still thinking about that Tank fight,
Mm-hmm.
and by you getting the guy that gave Tank the most trouble,
Mm-hmm.
that to me will be the best case of them all. Because yeah, Cepeda, it's a great win, and in the fashion that he did it, I loved it. But if you can get a decisive win against the guy that gave Tank hell, I mean that's pretty much I prefer Lamont to Raymond in my opinion because I think he's just gonna play with Raymond Murataya. But Lamont, I think Lamont will
Raymond Murdataya, isn't he about to fight
Kid Austin.
Kid
Kid
Austin?
Austin,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I wanted him to fight Andy Cruz, but whatever.
Me too. Me too. I want him to fight Andy Cruz. So I think Andy Cruz is another one that, you know what I'm saying, he deserves like a big shot. But he's been before he was like, all right, but now ever since he's been with ain't he with Bozy in this? Or did they
Yeah,
leave him? Yeah, he's with Bozy. I think he's tightened up a little bit. I think he's doing a lot better.
I think so too. The thing with Andy Cruz, he needs a big win, because Kid Austin, whatever you feel about him, especially his father, he does have a big win now with
Yep,
Kevin
yep,
Farmer,
yep,
So
yep,
Andy
yep.
needs that type of win, in my opinion. As high as I am on Andy Cruz, and I've been high on him since I saw him for the first time. But I just think that he got Salcido, but to me that's not that big of a name. So we'll see. I mean, I think he should have gotten the shot, but at the same time, you know, he needs a splash like victory, you know, against a former champion or something like that, you know.
I agree, and that's what a lot of these guys. And I think, to Shakur's credit, I think that that's what like he's been trying to say. Like he needs like a name, you know what I'm saying, on his resume that'll really, catapult him to whatever heights he's trying to reach, right? And I
Exactly.
see like he's chasing the TOs and the tanks and the bigger names, but I think honestly, and this is just my opinion, I think also it's the way that he fights his competition, right? Like, so if he gives us more fights like he did Zepeda, I don't think that people will be so hard on him for not having like a big marquee name on his resume. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's more or less in the manner he fights these fights, not so much as the people that he fights. Because even if he takes the style into a big fight, it's really, to me anyway, it's not gonna do much for me.
To be honest with you, the fight for Andy Cruz, I think is Keyshawn Davis, but that's not possible right now. You know, given the history and everything.
Yeah, he whooped
Uh,
him what 4 times in the Olympics. That's definitely a
yeah.
situation that needs to be addressed for sure.
Not only that, I think he called him, you know, his father. You know, the other word that
Oh yeah,
starts
he
with
stay
C.
calling him his son. He calls him his son all
Yeah.
the time.
So, but I don't think that's possible right now. Keyshawn's got some issues, obviously, so he's taking a year off or
Well,
whatever.
and it's obvious that Keyshawn is not interested in him. As you can see, he just petitioned to be, this guy's
Recess.
mandatory, TO's mandatory. So, you know what I'm
Oh, okay.
saying?
Okay.
So obviously he's not thinking about Andy Cruz. I don't really think he's thinking about Andy Cruz anyway. You feel me? Whether or not it was availability, because they were both at 135. You know what I'm saying? So he could have righted that wrong if he really wanted to a while ago.
Not only that, I mean, if when they was both at the same division, like you just articulated, I said like if I'm in Team Keyshawn, I'm trying to get this guy as early as possible because
Exactly.
he's only gonna get better, bro. So I mean, the upside is huge for Andy Cruz, bro. So, but I don't know. Who would you like to see Andy
Yeah,
Cruz next?
I agree. I agree. I think that that Andy Cruz already has the mental edge because knowing that he whooped them already, what, 4 times, 3 times in the amateurs, he's already going to have the mental edge over Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? And as you said, he's only going to get better. You know what I'm saying? So that
Yep.
would have been smart to get him, as soon as he came into the pros or whatever the case may be, instead of trying to play him small. That's, I think, the only thing that I really don't like that Keyshawn was doing. He was trying to play Andy Cruz small. It's like, how you gonna play a nigga small that whooped your ass 4 times?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care if
Right.
it was the amateurs. He still whooped your ass 4 times. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's why I think Benavides did a brilliant move when he caught Morel at the time that he did.
oh
Now I,
yeah,
under, now I understand that Morel didn't look so good against Kataev because me myself, as big a fan as I was on Morel, I gotta pump the brakes a little bit because that wasn't good, bro. Plus, you parted ways with Ronnie Shields. I mean,
maybe that had to do with it.
I
You
mean,
know
it
what I'm
was
saying?
obvious to me. It was obvious to me he wasn't listening to him. Um, you know, he was. You see Ronnie Shields fired up. You know, old school dog that he is, fired up, and Morel nodding his head, and then in the ring he does the opposite.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. And that's another thing too. These guys have to listen to their corners. You know what I'm saying? As we saw the situation with Shakur when he fought, who was that? Artem. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't really listening to
yeah,
his
Artem
grandfather.
Harutyunian.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? He wasn't really listening to his grandfather. So these guys, they have to trust their corner as well. The last fight with Alicia Bumgarner, she wasn't really listening to what you call it, like that, at Derek James. She wasn't really listening to him like that. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be like something very cohesive as well. You know,
right, right. There
you
has
have
to be that
to,
chemistry. You know.
yeah. It has
Um,
definitely has to be that chemistry, and we'll see what happens from there. But
you know
um,
what I think, and I kind of hope I'm wrong, but I think Morel thinks that he kind of knows everything.
yep,
That's the vibe that I'm getting. You know
yeah.
that he thinks
He
he's.
thinks that maybe he's better than what he is so far. You think
I
that?
think I think so because I don't like his demeanor too much. You know, if you go back to the Benavides fight, you know, and I called this. I was like, listen, I understand you're confident, but you're laughing all the time and calling him Robocop and everything, and I'm like, I don't think you really understand what's in front of
Yeah,
you here.
yeah.
And there's a fine line between confidence and just being a dumbass. Excuse my language. So I
Yeah, no,
don't.
I completely agree. I think that, and although I do find Morel extremely talented, I do think that he can stand to learn a little bit more. And also, as you pointed out, listen to his corner a little bit more. Now, that fight with David, he absolutely gave David a good fight. You know what I'm saying? After that fight, I became a fan of David Morel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because I felt like he was very resilient in that fight. I feel like that he stood 10 tones down. He just came up short. And that's another thing about a lot of these fighters. If you go in there and you fight, you know what I'm saying, you just don't win, then that's one thing, versus if you go in there and you jog around the ring, or you start playing pity pat or whatever the case may be, and you refuse to engage. Like, I get it, there's a sweet science, but bro, there comes a fight, to me, in every boxing match, where you got to get your respect, and the only way to do that is to get in there and show them who's boss. And if you're scared to do that, then you know what I mean.
On the flip side, and I agree 100% with everything you just said, and I became even more of a fan of his after the David Benavidez fight, because he wobbled him, which is outside of Ronald Gabriel, I haven't seen anybody else do, right?
Right.
But on the flip side, in the Kataev fight, he was clowning way too much in that ring, bro. Listen, you haven't won a world title. I mean, let's put our feet on the ground here, and let's just be serious for a second, because that's why I'm coming to the conclusion that he's feeling himself way too much for my liking. Now if you're a world champion or something, that's different, but you're not, bro. So I
Right.
mean,
I think, and you know what, too, now that you say that, Tio was doing that a lot, too, in his last fight with Arnold Barbosa. It's like you get in there and you playing around. Like, you could get yourself caught that way. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that's what got Morel caught in his last fight. And I think that kind of woke his ass up. What was it, like the 10th round or something like that? He got put down, or one of those rounds where he got his ass knocked down because you up in there playing. You think things sweet when it's not.
yes, absolutely. I think it was like the 7th round, but nevertheless,
Okay.
it's
Yeah. It was one of them damn rounds. He got knocked upside his head and put on a damn canvas. What's up, Big Dog Willie?
It's cracking.
What's up
how you
with
doing?
you?
Salute to everybody in the panel. How you guys doing?
Good, bro.
Good.
Shout out to
We're
you,
doing
bro.
good. What's up with you?
Nothing. So this Tank and Jake Paul fight.
Oh my God.
No. Who you think? How do you think the fight would go?
Big Dog Willie, I don't know if you can read rooms, but the topic of conversation is either Tio, Jamal Charlo, or anybody else that has a fight coming up or a recent fight. I will not be addressing exhibitions. Okay. Now, when it get made, if they got a good undercard, I might say something about the undercard. But truthfully, I really don't give a damn about that fight.
Oh, but
You have not noticed.
Me neither.
So it's an exhibition now.
What else would it be?
A fight.
Is it a sanctioned fight?
Yeah, it's gonna be sanctioned. No, it's not gonna be sanctioned, but it's still a fight.
Is it? If it's not sanctioned, how so?
Because Tank's moving up to 175,
Oh my
and
God.
what's that thing about moving down to 175? Huh?
I'm not gonna do all this with you today, Big Dog Willie.
No, I'm just asking about the fight.
I don't know anything about that fight, sweetheart.
I can give you like an ins and outs of it, though.
No,
it's gonna be a good fight.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Oh, I'm gonna watch it for sure.
You think so? You think it's gonna be good?
Oh yeah, because in the fifth round, Logan Paul's gonna come out with a steel chair, hit Tank back with the head.
It's Jake, not Logan.
Logan's coming into the ring with a steel chair.
He said it, he meant it.
And he's gonna hit him back with Tank back of the head, and then the Rock's gonna run in from the stands. That fight's a joke. I don't know why that man took that fight. I understand because of money, but it looks bad for that man doing it. But the money's worth it, but it's gonna be a shit show. And I heard there's midget wrestling in the prelims.
Okay, Big Dog Willie. Goodbye, Big Dog Willie. We don't have time for this.
Let me ask you something, Jeff Queen. Who would you like to see Subriel with next?
Subriel Matias?
Yeah.
Oh, let me
I
see.
want to
I
see
want to see
Pitbull Cruz.
fights. Do you?
Personally. Yeah, Mexico and Puerto Rico, bro. Sign me up. That's just me, though. I want to see. What I really want to see is a unification. To be quite
Yeah, I'm
honest.
about to say I'm more into unification. So either Gary Antoine Russell or I mean since he slapped the teeth off Teo face, I wouldn't
Yep.
mind seeing Teo get that back. But this will be the second time that he done ducked Subriel. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
Yeah, Tio ain't getting in there with Subriel. That's obvious.
Who is Subriel with again? Who is he with?
Oh man, I can't believe I forgot.
Me too. I can't remember. It's not Top Rank. I know that. I don't think he's
No,
on
no.
Matchroom.
I think, and I hope I'm wrong, but I hope I'm wrong about this, but I think he's with Salida, if I'm not mistaken.
Salida Promotions?
I think so, because I think Eddie dropped him, right?
Yeah, if I'm not
After the
mistaken.
Paro fight. So
Yeah. Eddie's oh boy. But yeah, I want to see a unification fight. Gary Antoine Russell. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that PBC would, oblige. Yeah, I want to see him in a unification. I definitely do want to see them boys unify up down there. Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them unify up.
I prefer Russell to me. My preference with Russell is a rematch with Puello.
Yeah, I about to say he got Puello problems, and that fight to me, yeah, I want to see that again.
But I prefer Hitchens for Subriel personally. I think
he won Hitchens too.
Say again?
Didn't he tell Hitchens he knocked him out? Ain't that what he told Hitchens?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah. He told Hitchens to knock him out.
I prefer to see a clash of styles, you know.
For sure. Because Subriel is very come forward. You know what I'm saying? I told you I always hear that Jason music. Every time he walking in the ring, he's very come forward. So that'll be definitely interesting to see how how Hitchens will keep him off. I don't know if Hitchens has enough power. He don't look like he got a lot of pop behind them punches.
I mean, I used to feel that way, but then I saw the Cambosos fight, so I'm not so sure.
We can't use Cambosos as a measuring stick.
I understand, and you're absolutely
right. I mean, if we have to, I guess, but let's be honest. He was there to make, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I mean, whoever's managing Cambosos, bro, should get manager of the year or something, bro.
His father, if I'm not mistaken, ain't it his daddy?
I'm not sure. Probably, yeah, probably Cambosos Senior. Because, bro, I mean, he got the Tio thing, and then he got his ass pulled by Haney and Loma, and he keeps getting these main events. I'm like, bro, you should be manager of the year, bro. But anyway.
Yeah, that what that's about too. I think that's the wherever he's from. I think that's just wanting them to still participate and stuff like that. But to your point, yeah, I'm not sure what he'll be doing next. Cambosos, he needs to. What is he at 140, right? Let's see.
There's one more fight for him, and I'll
I was just about to say he's
is.
a bona fide journeyman at this point. You don't think so?
I think so, but I think he's still got one more fight, and that's Liam Paro, because they got beef, bro. I mean, they got. Is it Liam Paro or is it some other Australian? I think it's Liam Paro. They've been calling it. Yes. Listen, if it's not Liam Paro, it's somebody else, but I think it's Liam Paro, and he still got that fight. So, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Okay. What NHA? What you got going on? You quiet? I just want to see. Let's see. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know who, what platform it will be on. Who is Cambosos with? He's like, he with Matchroom?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree, Andy. I don't think that Hitchens can beat. I don't know who the hell Hitchens can beat, and that's just the truth.
I think it could be Tio.
You think he could beat Tio?
Yeah, I think stylistically that's
the best what? Maybe. It depends on which Tio shows up. That's why I said, man, that boy is so like up and down.
Oh man!
What about? I don't know if he beats Devin.
Hitchens? Man, that's a good question.
I don't know if he beats Devin.
I think Devin's got the better jab. That's probably gonna dictate the fight right there. Because Devin, whatever I feel about him and anybody else feel about him, he's probably got the best jab in the game, low key. To be quite honest with you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, for sure. Definitely got a real good gas tank too.
Oh yeah.
That's why I can't wait to see what's gonna happen on the 22nd.
I think he's gonna pull it off, bro. I'm not the biggest fan of either one of them, to be honest with you. But just looking at it purely objective, I think Devin's got the perfect style to beat B-Norm. I don't see Norman adjusting. I don't see Norman being able to sit on his punches, the way that he likes to. I don't think Devin's going to allow that. But, who knows? I'm sure he's working on it and whatever, but I just don't see it. But with that being said, I got it as a 50-50 fight, It's whoever can impose. What do you think, Jab Queen? What do you think about Benavidez and
You
Anthony
say you got
Yarde?
a 50-50? You say you got a 50-50?
Yeah, because to me, it will depend who can impose their style. That's what makes it interesting. That's why I love Clash of Styles, because it's who can impose their will, quote unquote. And I don't see Norman being able to adjust to Devin's style. I personally, that's just me.
Okay, I can respect that. I can see him maybe forcing the reset often. I can see Devin obviously staying very mobile, trying to avoid, obviously that power shot. But I don't think that Brian Norman Jr.'s footwork is as bad as people think. And I don't think that Devin's footwork is as good as people think.
Interesting.
It's definitely going to be a clash of styles for sure. Because, like you said, Devin has a really good jab, but Brian Norman's reach is longer. So this is definitely going to be an interesting matchup. I personally think that Brian Norman Jr. is going to pull it off, but I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Devin could absolutely have his number. But what's going to happen when, he cuts that ring off and forces Devin to get in there and bang it out? Does Devin have enough, or can he, apply enough pressure back to get to keep Brian Norman honest and to get Brian Norman off his ass?
Yes. And that's going to be the key. And, I didn't know. You brought something up that I thought for sure Devin had the longer reach. If B-Norm has the longer reach, I'm not so sure of what I said.
Brian Norman is 78, I believe. I was looking at his stats when they first made it. I could be. I think it's 78 inches. Brian Norman Jr. has 78.
Give me a second. Let me look it up. What?
So, does anybody remember the brief tenure that my man Devin had at 40? Remember, he said he was going to not only unify, but he was going to become undisputed there too. I got frequent telling me that my man Matias ducked Devin at 40. I don't recall it being that way, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna say this.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And,
no way.
Freaking Fly is delirious. But I can tell you what, he didn't fight Sandor Martin like he was supposed to.
Yeah, that was smart.
I was just about to say that. That was a part of the All Smoke tour. He was supposed to handle that. He said, "Nah, that might not be enough high risk, low risk, high reward for me. So let me go."
I don't understand it. These people must have like a buzzer or something. When somebody says their favorite fighter names, they just pop out of nowhere like little gremlins when you put water on them. It's like ridiculous.
Hey, but my God, I really do rock with Frequent. I mean, I know he part of the.
I love Frequent. Obviously, as you can see, he got a wrench. I love me some Frequent, but every once in a while, that frequency got to be gone because
Gorilla ain't the ducking tide, fellas.
Hold on, Thomas. Ani, did you find out how long Brian Norman Jr.'s reach was? It's 78, right?
Yeah, okay, it says here 72, and Devin Haney 71.
Oh my God, I was wrong. I said 78. Where the hell did I get that from? Okay, well, whatever. I knew it was longer. Wasn't sure by how much, but okay.
I think because he's often applied with some of the other fighters. I think Crawford's is 78, all right, or 76.
Okay, I know because I've been looking at so many of them lately. It's easy for me to get it twisted up. But okay, but he does have the longer reach, right? I was right about that, right?
He definitely has a longer reach. Yeah.
Okay. I just want wanted to make sure I was, because
That surprised me.
I'm always
To
asking
be
that
honest
damn
with you,
box,
that
right?
surprised me.
You know, their business. Huh?
To be honest with you, that surprised me.
Really?
Yeah.
But I'll say this, to me, the fight really is more so about Devin Haney than anything else. I think Devin Haney, and I was talking to Define Irony and some other folks earlier about the look of the Ryan fight. I think more so than anything has impacted him because it looks so bad compared to what he was talking and what many else thought. Many people thought that Ryan wasn't going to be able to hang with his skill level and that he would be outclassed in that fight. And, I don't think Devin truly took Ryan as a threat. And when he got up in there, it turned. Now, for the most part, he was winning the rounds. But just in certain rounds, he didn't win those moments, and those moments looked bad. And then there's the one thing that I said that really, sometimes it's what stays with you. It's the look that I gave in the ring against this person, and certain things he can't take back. And that look of him being on his knees, what actually happened in that fight oftentimes, but there was the zoom in effect. The zoom is what I think more so than anything stains him. That memory stains him. And that's what he took in the ring with Ramirez. He cannot take that in the ring with Norman because he won't be able to be gifted a match by just moving around the ring. And he ain't going to be able to Willie Pep it.
Yeah,
you know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
on the phone talking to somebody about this very thing earlier, and they had a similar take as Define Irony that Devin will be able to pull it off, and I said, well, it all depends on his mental. To your point, Thomas, it all depends on what Devin we get that night. If he has mentally recovered from that, because I don't care what nobody says. When he fought Jose Ramirez, he was still like battered almost. He looked scared to death in that ring.
Yeah.
So it's going to depend on what Devin we get that night. If he comes in there with the confidence that he had against who was that, Regis Prograis, I'm saying that he's got a pretty good chance. But if he comes in there with that shit that he had going on with Ramirez, I don't know, bro. I just really don't know.
I wasn't too surprised about that, to be honest with you, because like I was telling T Hill a little bit earlier, whenever somebody, well, first of all, whenever you get your first L, and particularly, I know what happened afterwards, but whenever you get beat up the first time, that can really do a psychological toll on you, as it is. But also the layoff, coming off a long layoff and everything. So I wasn't expecting a great performance. I was just expecting for him to just get the W and move on. And so I'm personally, I don't mind it too much.
Stock in that.
Not too much.
Okay, well, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. However, his mental is still going to be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because
no doubt.
It shows that he still lacks the confidence that he needs to go into a big money fight like this, a big power fight like this. And I know people say, oh, you guys look at his power. Power is a game changer in a lot of situations. You know what I'm saying? So that's like anybody who's down on the scorecards. You know what I'm saying? You land a shot that ends the fight. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when your back is against the wall and you gotta bang it out, you're gonna need a little bit of power to bang it out. You can't be in a gunfight with a water gun.
Bang bang, bang bang. Hey, I will say this.
Squirt, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro.
Squirt. You said squirt. Hey,
I'll be right back, fellas. I'm gonna leave.
While you take your time, Andy Gill said something pretty.
Where is it?
Well, I don't know if you want to put it up because no, not that one. The one after it, but it's pretty much that's the image.
Come on, Andy.
But that's the image because in that image, if you really pay attention, I said it soils his memory. It haunts him. Yeah, them trunks, they got soiled and they showed it. And I think more so than anything, that's what haunted him. It was the look of that. Not even the fact that he constantly kept getting up. He constantly kept fighting. all the positives you take from the fact that, hey, yo, when he wasn't at his best, he still was out there thugging it out. And on top of that, was fighting enough where he could have won the fight in spite of what we saw. I mean, of course, there was also the ones that got discounted that Harvey Doc chose not to acknowledge his knockdowns that would have widened the margin. But he definitely took that into the ring with Ramirez. You cannot take that into the ring with Norman, because if you do and you make a mistake, you get blamed. If you do, you don't make a mistake, you get penalized. So if he comes,
hold on 1 second, Thomas, I'm gonna let you finish, but I just want to make this announcement. Frequent, I'm gonna let you on my panel. If you start talking over Thomas, your ass is gone. I don't have time for your foolishness tonight. Okay, now continue, Thomas. Be quiet, Frequent.
yeah, I was just saying, like, if he comes in there like he came in the ring, and I'm just talking about confident and sound in mind like he did against Prograis. Now, I'm not saying that Norman is Prograis, but if he can come in with the confidence and belief in himself and his abilities, and he comes in like he in typical Devin Haney fashion in excellent shape, yeah, I got him outboxing Norman, putting on the boxing clinic. But he has to be in that state of his mind. If not, then I don't see how he beats Norman. That's just the way I see it.
I agree. Frequent, what is it? I'm up here bothering us good Christian people. What do you want?
Yeah, I just wanted to say it's funny how y'all forget things when it's about y'all favorite fighter. Y'all block it, y'all mind block it out like it's mental trauma or something.
Y'all got the mental trauma, baby. We good over here.
Matias was live on an interview, and they asked him about fighting Devin Haney because the fight was so easy to make because Matias had just came over to Eddie Hearn, and Devin was still with Eddie Hearn too. And Matias said he didn't want to fight Devin, and he wouldn't fight Devin because Devin don't sell. And he said he want to fight Pitbull Cruz. And that's the interview that everybody found out that he wanted to fight Pitbull, but y'all blocked that part out. That he said he didn't want to fight Devin because Devin don't sell.
I didn't see that interview. That's number one. Number two, that's the reason that he gave for not wanting to fight Devin. How do you come up with that to say that somebody's scared of Devin? He obviously said the boy don't bring in no damn money. What I'm fighting him for? These are prize fighters, are they not?
Because in the beginning he was talking. He called Devin out, and so when Devin said I'll fight him,
watch that for myself before I have to even listen to nothing you got going on. Anyway, what's up, NHA?
Dang, you just gonna cut me out?
That's what you up here talking about, freaking.
Diabolical.
Okay, well, hold on. You're right. That was rude. I apologize. Does anybody remember seeing that interview that Frequent Flyer is referencing? And if so, please drop it in the chat so I can go review it, and then I don't know what he expects to get from
I don't remember the interview.
Huh?
I said I don't remember the interview per se, but I did hear, what I'm saying, Matias ducking the smoke and shit, and then
ducking smoke with Devin Haney.
I mean, I'm not a Devin Haney guy like that, but it's like he gets a lot of unwarranted, like backlash. The man does try to fight people. Like I know I salute to T Hill and the AJ and shit. It's like, him bringing up, Haney might be shell shocked or whatnot, blah blah blah. That could happen to any fighter and shit who suffers, a beat down. But the man still try to get his get back. And Ryan is the one who fucking is declining it. It's like, we gotta put shit in perspective.
Ryan isn't declining anything. Ryan is actually verbally assaulting them online every chance he gets. I don't know if you saw their latest batch of tweets between him and Bill Haney, but Ryan been spanking their ass online and continues to do so. So I don't know where you get that from.
Well, that's a different thing from wanting to fight him, though. He said he don't want to fight him.
You spanked that. Well, hold on, because NHA is the one who said that he's ducking it and all this other kind of stuff. I'm telling you, Ryan ain't ducking nothing. You know what I'm saying? He said several times that he'd fight him as long as they dropped the lawsuit. However, whatever happened with Ryan and Rolly, to me, that has nothing to do with you rematching a nigga that whooped your behind on Osterine. Because Rolly whooped him don't mean you can. You're going to have to show me that Osterine was the only reason you lost that fight.
Queen, the point is,
one at a time.
The point is they dropped it, and Ryan said he didn't want the rematch, and De La Hoya said they don't want the rematch. They've been dropped the lawsuit.
No, first of all, they didn't been drop nothing. When did De La Hoya say he didn't want that rematch? I could have sworn De La Hoya said he didn't want the Rolly rematch. I didn't hear anything about that.
Before he said he didn't want the Rolly rematch, he said he didn't want the Devin Haney rematch. And afterwards.
Was this during their lawsuit? Was this during their lawsuit?
They had to drop the lawsuit in order for to get the fight with Turkey. So yeah, they've been dropped the lawsuit. That's why I said that.
No, they didn't drop it. I know they had extended it for quite a time. And then I do remember that was a condition of them getting the rematch or working with Turkey, that they would have to have dropped the lawsuit. So what, they're not going to fight now because what you're saying now, Ryan doesn't want to fight him because Ryan is scared in some type of way? Is that what you're trying to say?
Ryan said no rematch, and De La Hoya came out and said no rematch. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all block these things out mentally like it's mental trauma. When
first of all, I don't know what you're talking about. The only mental trauma going on here is the Devin Haney fans that got to see their mans get knocked out and stains in his pants on TV every time they watch that fight. I have no mental trauma. Okay, I'm embarrassed for you all. That's number one. Number two, I did not see that, but I definitely will go and look for that because I don't remember Ryan saying that. I remember Ryan claiming that he'd whoop him anytime, as he's done. I find it very interesting that y'all want to keep using Osterine as a damn excuse when he won, rounds 2 through 6. So what happened with the Osterine? It just wasn't working those rounds, or what happened? It took a break, or what was going on? I'm confused.
It's funny how the sanctioning bodies and everything and the New York State Athletic Commission agree with me, though. They called it a no contest for a reason. The man cheated.
Well, okay.
Whether
so
y'all want to
that's
block
not the
that
question
part
that
out
I
too.
asked you. That's not what I asked you, Frequent.
What did you ask me? I was just saying that y'all try to block out the mental trauma. That's another trauma.
I have
for
no
y'all
mental
right
trauma, sweetheart. Y'all the ones with the mental trauma. I'm Gucci. I don't know what you're talking about.
So Ryan Garcia popping dirty ain't mental trauma for you? Because y'all try to pretend like the Osterine never happened. You'll say, what happened in the round without the Osterine? Like the Osterine was only present in certain rounds.
We was up here having a decent boxing conversation, and here you go coming up here with this Devin Haney nonsense. So let me say this for the last time, and we are not going to continue to talk about this, bro. We're going to talk about something more recent, not something that happened over a year ago. So clearly you're the one with the trauma, okay? Hear me and hear me good. Whatever the results of that fight were, the results of that fight were. However, you cannot change what I saw, okay? Now, if you want to say that the Osterine is the only reason that Devin got his ass whooped, then what happened the 3 times in the amateurs where he also got his ass whooped by Ryan? So it's not like out of the realm of imagination that Ryan can just beat him. It's not like he hasn't done it before. You know what I'm saying? So we have to stop this. Let's not act like Devin fought the perfect fight and just the power of the Osterine had him in there like Popeye, you know what I'm saying, on the spinach, because that's not what happened.
Didn't they fight 6 times in the amateurs?
Popeye on the spinach is diabolical.
Yeah, so you only want to remember that Ryan won. That's what I'm talking about.
See, this is what I mean, Frequent. I can't even have a conversation with you. You're missing the point. The point is, it's not too far stretched to say that Ryan can beat him because he's done it before. That was the whole point. I said 3 times in the amateurs. Knowing that they fought 3 times, doesn't that indicate to you that Devin won the other 3 times? 3 and 3 equals 6, right?
Yeah, you tried to leave out the 6 part. You just said 3 times in the amateurs.
There was no need to mention it because the point that I was trying to make is that it's not unheard of that Ryan could beat him. That was the whole point of me mentioning the 3 times.
Well, Ryan ain't think so. Ryan ain't think so. He took Osterine. And y'all was talking about Devin before I got up here. You trying to act like I brought it up.
No, I didn't say that you brought it up, but the whole show is not about Devin, honey. He was actually a footnote in a conversation. We were moving on before you started having a hissy fit and a temper tantrum in the comments because somebody mentioned his damn name.
I was in the comments before that, but we can move on.
Please. Define irony. What's up? Back to us talking about a current fight, a fight that's upcoming that does include Devin, if you want to stay on Devin Frequent, because I know you're in love with him. Now, why don't you tell me how you think he is going to beat Brian Norman Jr.? And then I will tell you how Brian Norman Jr. is going to beat the eyebrows off his face. But you first.
Well, I think it's ridiculous that people think that this fight is going to be easy for Brian Norm, like he just going to knock Devin out. When we saw Ryan Garcia, arguably the person with the best left hook in the game, with Osterine, hit Devin flush multiple times and still don't knock him out. but this guy, Brian Norman Jr., knocks out a nobody, an extra from a Godzilla movie, and everybody think, like, you can trade places with him and put Devin Haney there, and Devin Haney gets knocked out. That dude was standing in front of him, slugging with him the whole fight, and it took him, it shouldn't have took him that long to knock him out if he was, able to punch as hard as everybody pretend like he do. I think Ryan Garcia on Osterine would have been knocked Nagasaki or whatever his name, Sasaki out or whatever. But Devin Haney is more experienced than him. He has better footwork. He has faster hands. He's just all around a better fighter. I think the only thing that Brian Norman Jr. would have over Devin Haney is maybe power. And on top of that, he's green. He just became a champion. He just started getting good. It reminds me of when Frank Martin, got in there with Tank, because Frank Martin was good, but the experience of Tank was, and the boxing skill of Tank was, on a different level than him. And on top of that, he was scared of him, so he caught him early, and I think that's smart for fighters who experienced and everything, to get these guys coming up that look like they good before they become a real problem. And I think that's what's happening now. Brian Norman Jr. is just starting to, get good, and now he's facing somebody like Devin Haney. I think it was a bad move for him, but we'll see.
So I heard a whole bunch of nothing. So, okay. All right, Frickman. We'll let you land your drone there. Define Irony, you back? Define Irony. I guess not. NHA, tell me how you think this fight is going to go. I mean, it's so many months away. We still have to cover this months down the line. But just to appease Frequent, I guess he's having a stroke when anybody mentions Devin's name. And for the record, Frequent, I don't think anybody on this panel said anything that you just accused all of us of saying. I just want to put that out there. Nobody said he was the baddest man in the land. Nobody said any of those things. I think that you are underplaying Brian Norman Jr., right? I don't think anybody was saying, oh, he's just going to go in there and knock Devin completely out. I never said that, but it's not impossible. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that Brian Norman Jr. understands what he's up against. I do believe that he is fully aware that he's going to have to dance with Devin. You know what I'm saying? Because Devin does have a good gas tank. Devin does has a pretty good jab. His ring IQ is decent. But I feel like you are trying to downplay Brian Norman Jr. just to make yourself more comfortable with the situation.
I guess I'm just not sold on him yet. He looked green to me. You don't think that it's a little early for Brian Norman Jr. to be fighting somebody like Devin Haney? This is his first title. He just got the title, 2 fights ago? Or maybe one?
Yeah, 2. Because this is his title defense against Jen Sasaki.
Yeah, I just think it's a little early. Not that he's not a good talent. I just think that it's a little early for him to be facing somebody like Devin Haney. And because what we saw Ryan do, it seems like everybody thinks that every fighter is going to be able to replicate what we saw Ryan do. Like, everybody is as fast as Ryan. Everybody has the advantages that Ryan had on the Osterine too. That's the little nuance that people tend to overlook. They just see the fact that Devin got knocked down a few times. But before then, when have we ever seen Devin get knocked down? When have we even, we saw him hurt one time with Linares, but then the next round and the rest of the fight, he beat the crap out of Linares though.
Okay. We'll go with that. NHA? Hello, NHA. Define irony. T Hill.
Oh, the last thing I want, one more thing, since they ain't coming responding.
I
I think
responded.
Brian Norman's chin might be
got bad
questionable too.
reception.
Well, okay, frequent. I'll let you land your plane, baby. T Hill, what's up?
Nah, your boy, my man, NJ was responding. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, NHA. I'm
Oh,
sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said I had bad reception, but I think Def could pull it off, man, as long as he uses lateral movement, pick his shots, and fix that propensity to drop that right hand when when he stick that jab out. That's what
Mm-hmm.
getting him
That
flipped.
bow and arrow jab got to
If he's
go too.
that,
That little bow and arrow swing is nasty work. But continue.
yeah, I mean, I just want to see the motherfucker scrap. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
That's all.
All right. Thomas.
I think breaking tendencies for Devin is key. He can't continuously dip to the right and move because that goes into that left hook. And my man Norman has been atrocious with that left hook as of late. He's gotten better with his placement and working people towards shots. Devin gotta avoid that. I think that if Devin continues to box off the jab and rolls away from the problem hand and keeps him on angles, he's got to use angles because I like the video what Norman used to show that he is fluid, but he did look a little stoic at the same time when his fluidity was there, but it was not like it looked like it was almost kind of like stiff. But I think that Devin can use his ring IQ, keep him moving constantly, give him different levels and angles, and establish the timing, get the timing down, and establish his inside game. He has to work that body. He's got a pretty decent body game. I've seen him in several fights use it, but oftentimes he doesn't go to it. So he would have to definitely take the body approach like he did with Loma to try to weaken Norman. And I think, that can also aid him. I'm thinking it's going to be a good fight. I think it's really going to be a good fight. I think that Norman's coming in there to prove himself. He's hungry, and he's got a lot of tools to work with as well too. And on top of that, what's funny?
No, please continue.
Was the thing that you can't underestimate is the fact that he understands this is an opportunity to make a name and a mark of him. So I it's hard for me to go against the young buck given what I've seen Devin in the last two fights, is particularly that Ramirez fight. But if Devin is sound of mind, I think that Devin has everything necessary to try to navigate that ring and navigate that fight and get it to be a fight that's more along the lines of his liking. And if he can do that, then I think that he can win a decision.
Okay. Dondrick, what's up, baby?
I can't believe y'all got us talking about motherfucking Devin Haney.
I'm trying to tell
y'all
you.
Get up off, leave it alone. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just got upset. Can we talk about the fight Cool Boy and goddamn Shockey just got announced?
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Fire.
Thank you so
That's
much,
fire.
Dondrick. Yes.
Yeah, it got announced.
Thank you so much, Lee. Thank you so much, Lee. Right now, freaking, you are assuming, but until Devin shows that back to the fire before the Ryan, you have to fit. Yep. Brian Norman is the WBO Word of the World champion are not green. Let them know, Shelton. Al. Anyway, yes, Dondrick. Yes. You said it just got made?
It got finalized to be on that Fandora Thurman card.
Now that's gonna be a good fight. Now let's talk about that fight. The hell
You
with
talking about the bankruptcy card?
Stop it.
That's what they say. That's what they have you believe.
I think a lot of people sleeping on Cool Boy. I think he gonna show up and show out, man.
I think he's gonna do good too, but I think it's gonna be a good fight because if you look at Cool Boy, he's really supposed to be at 130.
Yeah,
he was at 122 way too long. Like, and I think that's
His
why
last fight there was against Anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was his last fight. And guess what? He was supposed to move up before that, but he couldn't turn down that money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
on top of that, they was in Japan.
Wait a minute, ain't no, I think Shushu at 126, ain't he?
Yeah, this will free up that belt. This will free up his belt.
This is to free up that belt. Yep. Okay, that's what's up. So what we looking like? What do y'all think about Shockey Foster?
I like O'Shaquie.
I like him a lot.
I like him. I think he's a good boxer. He has decent power. But I think Cool Boy is a little bit more crafty, but I think you gotta give Shock the edge because he's been at the weight class longer, of course. And he's a champion. So he actually I will give him that, but I'm going for Cool Boy, you know.
You going for Scooter? I mean Cool Boy.
I'm a bit double though, so
no, you said it right, Scooter. He said he going by Scooter. No, he said Cool Boy's retired. He coming out of Scooter. He said he's fully Scooter.
Scooter, I know last name is Davis. It's Cool Boy to me.
You know what? I think O'Shaquie, man, he's scrappy, yo. So this is definitely gonna be a good one. This is a good one for sure. What fight was that Cool Boy came to the ring with them Timbs on? Who was that?
That was his last fight.
Figueroa.
Okay,
yeah. That was the massacre he put on Figueroa.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Figueroa need to go up to 32, but he's still at 26. I think he's
draining
himself.
Why niggas like 20 grown men weighing 21, like this
26
is
pounds is crazy. 35.
Yo, and he's 5'11"
nasty
too.
work, yo. That's nasty work.
And he big, like
probably got beat by Joet Gonzalez, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That was
was like 5'10" too.
I think he won that fight, but it was close because I think
Fig was
doing
close.
better work at the end because I think Joet just gassed out.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a close fight. But that showed me like, man, you need to be at 30 because
Yeah.
That's definitely I don't know.
That's one reason I said Africa is not going to be at 40 too much longer.
He looked dry as hell, dry, ashy. You could tell he was mad stiff. He kept doing that thing with their arms when they're not hydrated. Because I saw Abdullah doing that a few times too.
He going to 40. See, that's what I'm saying. Because he gonna move up, and then Abdullah gonna move up at the same time. Both of them next year.
Yeah, I think they need to get picked up.
After Abdullah win that belt.
That's how he gonna move up because he can challenge the next one.
Yep. He gonna stay until he get that belt, and then he gonna move up. Crazy. They all gonna be at that weight class with Tio. He gonna have to do something, baby.
Tio gonna go back to 35.
No, Tio about to run to 147.
He gonna run into a sharp.
He ain't going to 147. Hell nah.
How he was calling out Boots then? He must be about to go up there. He was calling out Boots. And he called out Brian Norm.
He was calling out Boots so he could sell this damn
And he called out Crawford, remember? Let's not forget
calling all of them out so he could sell that OnlyFans fight that he about to do. I mean that what you call that? Right. The content creator fight he about to do where he gonna fight 4 or 5 people in one night.
That's what happened.
That's real or you playing?
Girl had 4 or 5 dudes.
No, you didn't see it. You didn't see it frequent.
No, I ain't see it. What happened?
Hold on, I'm about to play it right now. Yeah, he out here selling jabs for cash. He out here selling jabs for cash. One last time.
And you know the queen would know about jabs.
He out here selling jabs for cash. Let me find that video. This chump. Oh, here we go.
I don't got no fight lined up just yet, but I would love to be on Brand Risk. Fight here.
And T.O. would gladly accept that.
And it could be no homo. It could be like 2 guys, 1 night, 3 rounds each, or 3 guys, 1 night, 3 rounds each, making 9 rounds.
He'll be able to fight 3 to 4 people in one night on your show. So that's going to be Foreman did it first.
Yeah.
So let T.O. be the second. Foreman fought 5 guys in one night. So we could go eeny, meeny, miny, ho, ho, ho. Whoever wants it, come get it. He don't mind getting in the ring. So we're bringing it first to you.
All right.
Which is going to be one-time, incredible event. It's going to be big. So whoever first, put the names in the hat. Thank you.
Let's do it, man. Put some W's in the chat.
And this comes right after him telling Shakur that he signed the damn contract. This is why I said I don't believe nothing. That was before.
That was before.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
Like
It was
right
a day
after this.
That was 2 days ago. That was like last week when he's doing that freaky stuff. That's the day after Tankhead did it.
But this is still. How long has he been in conversation with Shakur for this fight? It ain't just been 2 days.
They've been arguing for like last week since after that. That's when Shakur started going at him. That's when Shakur started going at him when he seen him do that.
But Shakur called him out before that.
Yeah, he been
calling him out. When I seen that, I was like, "What the hell?"
He trying to be like his baby mama. His baby mama did the same thing with 5 boxes.
Stop
you know
it.
My bad.
Come on, man. Ridiculous. So ridiculous. But anyway,
that's why he don't like black people. I think it was a black dude.
Yeah, well, it was a football player from what I heard. But that's
I heard it. No, I ain't gonna say the name, but it was.
Todrick's so silly. I cannot be bothered with this. Nah, but that's what we was talking about. Yeah, so that's gonna change the landscape. That's definitely gonna change the landscape at 140. Some of them MVP prospect boys too. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in the mix real soon. They keep having performances like that. So these boys are gonna have nowhere to run for long. You know what I'm saying?
Jean Paul Rivera is just about ready to take over 126, guys. Mark my words.
Okay. Who we got at 126 now? I know is Elijah, if I'm not mistaken, Elijah there, but I think he might be moving up.
Pierce, yeah, he's there.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
So what Elijah about to move up to 130?
He want that smoke with Cool Boy. So
man, he need a been moved up, man. He looked drained every time I see him.
I guess he's trying to stay with it where he can stay active or where the fights is. But yeah, he probably should move up. Don't
where
do that.
Safe at?
But
What you trying to say?
No. But he definitely should be moving up. He'll definitely be moving up soon, actually.
I mean, he the best sparring partner ever, so he should be able to, translate that into some wins.
Yeah, but so Cool Boy about to fight this fool, Oshaki. I mean, what is going on? Because Oshaki called Shakur out too. Like, these are the most. He
said he gonna try to fight Shakur. He gonna try to go up and use his status to fight Shakur next.
That's what I don't. What status?
They in the same. They got the same belt.
Yeah,
but it's a division below him, ain't it?
No, it's he can move up. He can always challenge the dude in the next weight class.
Wait, he got the WBC belt though. I don't know if they got that with the WBC. I think it's the WBO.
All of them got it. WBA has it too.
Oh, okay.
All of them give you that chance. IBF makes you do an eliminator, then you get it.
Yeah.
Nah, WBO is the only one who actually you can exercise your super.
Yeah, they call it the super.
They all let you do it.
Yeah, you can petition. That don't mean they're gonna give it to you.
Yeah, I'm about to say because didn't Keyshawn just petition to become a mandatory for Tio?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's how you know.
That don't mean you're gonna get it though.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get it either. But he did it.
What y'all think about
Top Rank might let him do it though. They want that belt from Tio. I'm telling y'all.
I'm telling you, Tio could go back to 35.
Why you say that, Doctor?
35.
Because it ain't safe at 47 and 44.
No, Tio can't make 35. I don't think he can make 35.
Go up to 160.
Tio can't because wasn't his last fight when he almost killed himself in the ring? Wasn't that at 35? Who was that? Not Taylor, but Claggett or who? When he fought in the
No, that was Taylor. No, that was
Taylor's at 140.
No, his last fight at 135, he lost to Cambosis, right? Yeah,
he 40.
Oh, okay.
If you look at Tio, he's not a big 40.
Trying to make weight.
Tio's not a big 40.
He's not.
He's very thin.
Nah, that motherfucker ain't going back down 135.
He need to if he want to be safe.
Shit. That's the case. He might just go 160. And really, ain't too much smoke at 160.
Nah, Laura, spark him out in a minute. Laura be waiting on somebody to come up there.
Yeah.
The one that needs to move back to 35 is Pitbull Cruz, to be honest with you. He's way too small for 40.
Pitbull is probably, if he wasn't such a gluttonous pig, he probably could make 30.
Exactly.
Don Gritton came with vengeance on his mind today.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Hey, man, I'm tired of these dudes, man. They need to be in their own weight class, man.
This is true. I agree with that. I definitely
And
agree
they
with
should
that.
fight at
How
around the
you
weight
mad at a
class.
man for being too high in the weight class though?
We know you gonna support that though.
Nah, because he's too fat. First of all, Pitbull is always out of.
He has a
He just
weird
loses
build.
so much weight. He was at like 160,
Nah, but he
170
built
this
like how
last.
the rest of them built. He built like how them people built. You
He
know that.
built like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, I mean,
You
he's
know what I'm
like
saying?
small head and everything,
But
but
that's
he's
his
got
advantage though.
big bones. So he's big
Stop.
bones.
Andy Gill say Espinoza and Shushu is a super fight. You guys got to take on that. I like Espinoza.
Ooh, that I
I
don't know.
love me some
Espinoza.
Shushu.
First of all, Espinoza, how is he 6 foot?
I like Espinosa though. I like Espinosa.
Espinosa gonna massacre him.
I swear, because he just
Shushu?
Yes.
he might, yeah. Espinoza is probably the most dangerous one at 26.
A horrible matchup,
He's
in my
just
opinion.
I think Robisi? Was it that's who he fought? Robisi?
Yeah, he beat
Yeah.
them. They was headbutting each other and stuff.
Elbows too. My man was throwing some serious elbows to Robisi Dome, boy. He was tagging him with them elbows.
Yeah, but the first fight, bro, was unbelievable performance by Espinosa.
It was.
And to be honest with you, Robesi was the toughest dude of them all, bro. To be honest with you, because I low key think that Robesi can beat everybody else, just not this guy.
I think Robesi can beat a lot of people. I think it's just his confidence in himself sometimes.
Yes.
I think it's his
Oh,
confidence.
yeah,
that kills him. What y'all think about Schofield versus Muratalla?
Oh, yo.
Let's talk it.
Yeah, we were talking with T Hill about that. I got Kid Austin.
I got Kid Austin too. And I don't even like, my son is gonna be a champion.
Let's be honest.
Mama Hofield.
Stop.
So Jackson, how you see my son out there in that ring? I heard what they say, but what about you, huh?
Bro, I can't pull that voice off to save my life, bro.
Yeah, Tommy, that was good. He do that.
A little bit too good.
Too well.
A little bit too good. That's crazy. Nah, but I mean,
ranked in the WBA though.
Hold on. Andy said Raymond beats Kid Austin.
Raymond almost got slipped by Tevin Farmer.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm not high on Raymond.
So I'm gonna say this. I don't know what the hell Tevin Farmer was doing in the ring that day with Kid Austin. I don't know if he respected him, but he truly wasn't ready for that fight. Nope. And it happened.
Underestimated him.
He fully underestimated
I
that
agree
kid.
with that, Frequent. I agree with that. I think that he did. He fully underestimated him. And I think he thought he was getting in there with a little green boy. And, Kid Austin obviously has something to prove. Now, moving forward, I don't know if that works with any other seasoned people. You know what I'm saying? I just think that, he slept on him because he knew him, probably knew him as a kid. Like, I'm about to spank this little kid. Not knowing that, you was marked pretty much. But in Tevin Farmer's defense, he is coming off 3 losses, 2 life or death fights with Zapata. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm not saying that it would have turned out any different. I'm not saying that, and I'm not trying to take no credit away from Kid Austin. I'm just laying the facts on the table. He is coming off of 3 losses.
No credit at all taken from Kid Austin. He did a hell of a job in that fight. He did better than what I expected.
He's supposed to for a nigga trying to sleep on you. That's what you're supposed to do.
For sure.
Tevin really won that first Zapata fight, though.
Yes,
I thought he did. I thought he won the second fight too, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it all the way.
No, I ain't think he won the second.
I ain't gonna argue with that. Frequent.
Though.
I ain't gonna argue with that.
I feel bad for Tevin because I've always liked him, and I think he's gotten the short end of the stick.
I thought he won the Raymond Memorial fight. Honestly.
Yes, and he missed out on the Tank fight back in the day. Something happened to him.
That's
I think
his fault.
on the hand or something.
Yeah, that Tank fault. That's his own fault. But to your point, Define Irony, I do too, and I kind of felt bad when I seen Kid Austin do that to him. But it's time for him to move on because there's really nowhere else for him to go. When the young lions come in, it's time for you to gracefully bow out. You know what I'm saying? Gracefully bow out when you put out. You know what I'm saying? So one or the other is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like they felt like, Tevin, there's really no more we can do with you promotion wise. We put you in all the big fights we can. You know what I'm saying? At that point, I said it before the fight. I said he's become a journeyman, a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's a good fighter, he is the gatekeeper to pass him and get to the next level. not the upper echelon, but just to the middle of the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
But I think he should. I think he should keep going with that because all it takes is a good showing. All it takes is a good showing.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see the sport retire him. I don't want to
know
see.
how. No, he's retired already. Kid Austin retired him, and I don't know when he developed that damn Twitch because I don't remember him ever having that.
He didn't.
Some people say that was the counter. Okay.
Man, all he got to do is get with Victor Conti, join Snack. He be okay, man.
Frequent.
He got to get scientifically prepared, man.
No, we're not doing all of that shit. What's up, Rich?
What's up with y'all? What's up? What's the topic today? I just seen it on my thing.
Big dog versus his dog.
We don't no. We were talking about Teofimo, all the fights that he's ducked. We were talking about the shift. I'm so glad you're here because this young man, the young man that I've been telling you about for 177 years, he is now number 4. And come October, he is going to be in an eliminator, and the winner of that eliminator gets to challenge Shakur for his belts.
What
you remember this young man I was telling you about?
He better not fight Shakur.
Who's she talking about?
You can't see the screen?
This guy on the screen right here, Herrera.
Yadier, Herrera.
Yeah, I know him.
I know you know him.
Yeah.
This one prospect they ain't gonna give him credit for when he beat.
Nah, he definitely good, but who like y'all say the Shakur, who have he beat?
Rich, you are so pathetic, Rich, because that is not what you were saying to me weeks ago. The first thing out your mouth was, no, Rich, the first thing out your mouth, who is this guy? What is he ranked?
You can't really do that with an up-and-coming fighter like that.
No, Rich, that's not what was said. That was not what was said. We said that. Yeah, go ahead.
My piece, man.
What
I'm saying to you is this. I respect.
Shut up, Shelton.
I respect him. I will respect Shakur fighting him. I will respect all that stuff, right?
Oh, this is a change of tune if I ever heard one.
No, I'm saying because he's in the. If you say he's in the top division or whatever like that.
Brother is number 4, if I'm not mistaken.
I wouldn't get mad if Shakur beat him, but I already know what the outcome gonna be after he beat him. And second,
not fighting him.
No.
Well, he's about to be in an eliminator and a mandatory.
And second, what like. Who have he beat? Like who? Like who have he beat?
He's an up and coming.
I'm so sick and tired of y'all saying stuff like that.
You got to get past Zepeda first, man.
You don't got to get past Zepeda nothing because once he fights, who is he fighting? Roy or Rolando, something. They're in an eliminator, and the winner of this fight gets to challenge Shakur. So he don't got to fight a damn soul. But the person he's scheduled to fight on the 25th of October, and after that Ricardo Nunez. After he fights Ricardo Nunez, he can challenge Shakur for that damn belt. So don't tell me he got to get past no damn.
Did Shakur beat Ricardo Nunez?
Nah, I don't know. Hey, look.
I don't think that's a fair question to ask, bro.
I don't think he really got to get past nobody since he's in the top. But all I'm saying is this: y'all like to look at people. Y'all like to place. I see around these YouTube panels, man. Y'all go around placing people on Shakur. Like I done heard niggas now screaming out, Shakur should fight Abdullah Mason. Shakur should do this. Shakur should do that.
What
but
if
they
I
never.
Told you,
wait.
Rich?
Let me.
If you didn't hear it on this panel, don't say it.
Let me talk. Now y'all throwing this guy at Shakur, man.
I ain't throwing nobody at Shakur. I'm telling you what the news is.
Hey, frequent. I never hear them throw.
So here's what we're gonna do, Rich. We're gonna stay on topic. I'm not throwing anybody on Shakur. I'm telling you what the WBO has mandated. That is what I am telling you. I'm not making this up. I'm not throwing anybody on Shakur. I told you this weeks ago. I've been telling you this for months about this boy. You continue to tell me he ain't nobody. Well, guess what? We're getting ready to find out who he is because if he wins this fight, he's going to be in there with your boy.
Who he fighting?
Yo, that's what I was going to say. They got him fighting a bunch of nobodies.
No,
that's what you do when you're an up-and-coming fighter, right?
I ain't trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny right now. I'm asking you, who is he fighting for the title?
He's fighting Ricardo Nunez.
Okay. Damn, I know who that is, too. What, he like, little short Spanish nigga?
I'm assuming that's who he is.
I know who Ricardo Nunez is.
So is it a WBO? I'm sorry, I was going to ask. Is it a WBO or WBC? I'm about to say, okay.
WBC.
Okay.
This is they just ordered this final title eliminator to determine Shakur's next mandatory challenge. So the winner of Herrera and Ricardo Nunez, that is their fight October 25th. The winner will be the mandatory challenger to Shakur.
But my question is, what they do with Zepeda though? Where they put Zepeda at now?
At the end of the damn line, he lost.
Hey, look, Ricardo.
I'm just playing. He backed down. He's back down a couple notches. I gotta look and see where they put him, but he's down. He's down.
Hey, Ricardo.
I got a question for the panel though.
Ricardo Nunez is like 20-something and 7. With like, oh my God, man.
He's a bum. We already know. But I got a question though, right? Check this out, right? If Shakur, if Jadir wins his next fight, you know what I'm saying, he ends up being mandated to fight Shakur. Let's say Shakur, ends up paying him step aside money. So we y'all give him some slack and shit. He's not fighting the motherfucking prospect.
Why would he give him step aside money though?
Nah.
I'm asking an honest question.
I'm gonna answer that question for you. If he give him step aside money to fight Tank or let's just say
KSI? What if he
or something like that?
What if he give him step aside?
One at a time.
Say it again.
But check it out. I'm gonna say, what if he give him step aside money to fight like a YouTube star like KSI or somebody like that?
Who, Shakur?
Yeah.
Shakur not Tank, bro.
What?
Okay, so
he's not entitled. Hold on. He's not entitled to make as much money as possible now.
So what I smell already is DuckTales already, and that's a shame. We already.
Is that what Tank did with Lamont?
What I smell is DuckTales, because why are y'all even mentioning some damn step aside money? The boy ain't even had the damn fight yet.
So why would Shakur fight? Why would Shakur fight a YouTuber or something, bro?
Why would get the money, get the bread, because you know what I'm saying. Boxing is a dangerous sport. Boxing is a dangerous sport.
Let's get Mr. Shelton in here. Mr. Shelton, what's up?
What's up, Shelton?
What's going on, Mr. Shelton? I can't hear you, babe.
Can't hear you, OG.
You on mute or something?
There we go.
Here we go. There we go. All right. Hey, what's up, Jab? I would just like it better. I would just like it better if they just say, I don't like Shakur and I want him to lose. So when you dig all the way down to the bottom of the barrel and find this motherfucker, Javier Herrera.
He's the next line. What are you talking about?
17-0. Mr. Shelton. So you're misinformed.
With so many knockouts against who?
Mr. Shelton, you're misinformed because he's not at the bottom of the barrel.
How?
He's actually within the top, 7 or 10, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look at the number again, but he's up there. So remember way before, I keep telling his name, so I know y'all know it because I keep telling y'all his name. Y'all told me, tell him get his rank up. Well, guess what? He got his rank up, and now we're here. So now what the excuse is?
Okay.
I say something
real quick. No excuse. Hey, no excuse. I'm happy they're going to put his ass in there, of course, and get his ass whooped. That's fine. But I'm saying, who is he beat? Who is he beat to be in that ring?
Hold on. One at a time, y'all.
Let me say something.
Go ahead. Let Mr. Shelton finish what he was saying. What'd you say, Mr. Shelton?
I just want to know who has Javier Herrera beat to even be considered as a challenger for Shakur.
Well, apparently the WBC does not share your supplement, or they just don't give a damn about your supplement because.
Well, the WBC can be had with envelopes, Jab Queen.
Well,
envelopes can really influence the WBC. Jab
because isn't that where Shakur holds a belt? So be careful what you say.
Yeah.
Okay then.
I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about Shakur.
Okay, I'm sure you.
I ain't worried about Shakur. I'm worried about this dude getting put in the hospital.
Y'all should be worried about him.
Hold on. Let me say this.
Wait a minute. 1 second. Thank you so much, SVG Mello, for the
Go ahead.
My question is to Rich. Name every world champion Shakur beat versus every champion Tank beat. How do we get on Tank?
Hey, this is what I want to say to that guy.
Wait, hold on.
Let me talk.
I don't know, but we're not talking about no damn Tank. SVG Mello said, who did Shakur beat? That's to you, Rich.
Hey, can I talk real quick, please?
Yes.
Hey, first of all, I'm a Tank fan. I don't
Stop
get
that lies. Don't say that no more.
No. Let me talk.
No, we don't claim you, brother.
Let me
Stay
talk.
out our business.
No. Hold on. I'm
You
y'all can't. Y'all never let me talk, man.
Hold on, y'all. Stop being rude. Okay, Rich is right. We gotta let him talk. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rich.
Kick frequent off for people cutting for him doing what he's doing. But
you're right. I apologize, Rich. Please continue.
What I'm about to say, what I'm saying is, I'm a Tank fan. Second, I never even said nothing about Tank. Like, where did Tank come from? I never said nothing about Tank. All I'm saying is this: that y'all throw people on Shakur. Y'all throwing these people on Shakur. I done heard. I'm not just saying Jab doing it or whatever like that. I done heard people say Abdullah Masons, just throwing people. But and now I'm gonna bring Tank in. I never heard y'all fans throw niggas on Tank. Y'all don't throw no niggas on Tank. Once we say a nigga name about Tank, y'all gonna say he duck. Y'all gonna have all types of excuses.
They threw Frank Martin on him
for a round. Y'all gonna have so many excuses. Y'all gonna say, oh my God, she is a duck. He's this, that, and third before the nigga can even fight him. I don't do that.
Yes, you do. You just did it. What the hell are you talking about? You just did it, Rich.
What I do?
Who has he beat? Who is this guy? Nobody's throwing him, Rich. Nobody is throwing on Shakur except the sanctioned bodies.
What I'm saying is,
wait,
hold on. Let me talk. What I'm saying is this: if Shakur beat him, already know what they gonna say after he beat him. I already know. Unlike me, from the fighters I like, I want to see them fight good competition. I want to see them fight people that people won't. I don't want to see them fight people that y'all gonna judge after he fight. Oh, he was a prospect. Who the fuck have he beat after he fought? I don't want to see that.
That
for my
shouldn't
fight.
matter too much. To be honest with you.
I'm just saying that's what I want to see for a nigga that I like at boxing.
Rich,
I don't want.
You know what?
I don't want.
Rich, hold on, Define. Let me say this to Rich.
I don't want. Hey, wait. I don't want to see him pulling up nobody or fighting a bum, and then we gonna make excuses on why he did it and all that stuff. Shit like that. I don't want to see him doing that.
Who was you talking about?
Hold on, one second, everybody. Calm down. Because let me say this, Rich.
Why y'all shooting his drone down? Let his drone land, bro.
Y'all cut me off. Why y'all cut me off?
I'm about to boot your ass off. Stop yelling on my panel.
Okay, what I'm saying is I want to see my fighter at his grown age, at 28 years old, at 28. You know what I'm saying? And the other contemporaries like T.O. Devin, they like 27, 26. I want to see them fight good competition right now. I don't want to get back on these panels and hear y'all judge them after he beat them. That's what I want to see. If he make the fight on that, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to see something like that. That's all I've been saying. I want to see him fight T.O. I want to see him fight Tank. I do want to see him get them belts from Abdullah Mason or one of them guys. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see that, but I don't just want to see him fighting no bullshit ass fighters so y'all can just judge him, man. With that brain to his stop. With that brain to his stop. So that's what I'm saying. For my fighter, y'all can do that for y'all fighters, wanting them to fight bullshit people and all that stuff. Y'all can do that, but don't do that for
nigga
my
rank
fight.
number 4 is bullshit. A nigga rank number 4 is bullshit.
17-0 with 15 KOs.
I know.
It is. No. Hold on.
No,
so
it's
here's
not
my
old,
problem,
nigga.
Rich. You talking about something you don't want to hear nobody downplaying their opponent after. Guess what? We don't have to because y'all niggas do it before then. How many times y'all sat up here on my panel and told me Zepeda's trash, Shakur gonna wash him, but then y'all come in my face and y'all want credit after Shakur beats him. Okay,
no, he's not.
So guess what? Why do you want credit for him? Why do you want credit for him?
Hey, I sound like I'm about to cry, y'all.
I don't give a fuck if you got it for him or not. The motherfucker ain't shit.
Y'all don't know I be begging for real. I be begging for real. I don't be really like serious.
Nah, you be
I hope
on
y'all
your
People are calling fighters
No, your ass
dumb ways
lying.
for issues, bro.
All right, that's
Hey,
enough.
Rich, if Jake Paul,
What I'm tripping up with is Jacqueline act like I just started saying
everybody on
this
this
shit last
goddamn
week.
panel. I
let me
mute
get
every nigga on this panel. When I'm talking, shut up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Define
I told you for months that motherfucker was trash.
Hold on. Let me
hold on.
Hold on. Let me say this. You can call fighters bum and trash all you want to, but here's the reality.
That's all they
okay?
do.
Yeah, here's the reality. This guy is 17-0 with 15 KOs, okay? And before you say against who, when you're an up and coming fighter, you're not supposed to have a big name on your resume just yet because you're working your way up to that stage. So you can't really ask that question. That's unfair for you to make that suggestion against who. He's on his way up. Okay, so he's about to earn his opportunity against Shakur Stevenson. And title
Facts.
defenses do matter, bro. It's not all about unifications and the big money fights. Sometimes, to me, I'm an old school guy, right? Title defenses matter, and taking the all out of somebody also matters.
And,
Whether
okay,
you
okay. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
whether you know who they are or not doesn't make them trash or bad or bomb
Right.
or whatever the case may be. You just don't know
Right.
them. I don't know him either, but I know he's undefeated and he's about to get a title shot if he gets past
Right.
this guy. So
Right.
he
And
is
but
something.
So
and this
okay, so
what I
hold
want
on,
to say.
man.
Did Kyle?
No, you can be quiet for a second. I'm gonna let you talk in a second, Rich. Shout out to Two Cents with the $5 in the super chat. People always know the outcome for their favorite B-side fighter. Shakur ain't fought nobody at 35. Get the F out of here. I think that was to you, Rich. But you can respond in a minute. In a minute.
Okay.
Go ahead, Define Irony. Go ahead and finish.
No, that's about it. I just wanted to emphasize because we need to understand the different stages that a fighter is at.
Right.
Now, you can make that argument who has he beat
Right.
when he's the world champion, or if
Right.
we're discussing him for a P for P or whatever. But you
Right.
cannot really, in all fairness and in all seriousness, make that argument where he's an up and coming fighter. I don't think.
And this what I gotta say right to you. Define. What's your name? Define Honor.
Define Irony and land your plane quick.
Define Irony. I mean, you always do that when it comes to people like me. But
stop it.
Let me say this real quick, right? I never called him trash. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna respect his resume. I respect every boxer that get in that ring. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, I'm looking at it from a Shakur standpoint. I'm looking from what people gonna say after the fight. They not gonna sit there and say what you said. You know what they gonna say? They gonna do the same thing. They gonna say that he was a prospect. They gonna say he ain't fight nobody. They gonna say stuff like that. So we gonna already get them points out the way right now. That's what they gonna say. As far as Shakur, he probably look at it like, yeah, he's an uppercut fighter. I could get him out the way. But I'm thinking that in Shakur mind, he's like, I can't keep fighting guys like this because they judge me for that. He just fought a nigga that was 31-0 with 20-something knockouts and a zero. And now look at people still saying that he ain't fighting nobody. You just had a person pay $5 just to say Shakur ain't fighting nobody at 35. And he just beat a guy that had no
Sometimes you get
knockout.
voluntary. Sometimes you get voluntary. Fundora fought Tim Tszyu and then he fought Cordell Booker. The world didn't end, bro. Like, go ahead.
Let me talk.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You've been talking and you talked us to death.
Oh my God! I'm just saying.
He's cooking though. He's cooking.
Shakur just fought somebody that was 33-0, 34-0, some crazy stuff at 20-something, and you got people still saying Shakur ain't fighting nobody at 35. So what they gonna say about this guy if Shakur beat him?
But why do you care so much about what people say?
No, hold on.
Come on, man. Y'all know what y'all be doing, man.
I'm noticing. No, let me tell you something. Stop talking. I notice a trend with you, yo. Anytime somebody mentions somebody that can possibly fight Shakur, you always dismiss them immediately. The only person you seem interested in Shakur fighting is Gervonta. Gervonta is busy, right? So what is Shakur going to do? I told you before about hinging his career on a fight with Gervonta. If this young man is working his way up, it don't matter who the hell he's fighting. Obviously, he ain't going to be in there with no live dogs as he's getting started, but he's making his way, as Divine Irony said, to the top 4 goddamn position. Don't matter who the competition is, he whooping their ass, whether they good or horrible. And another guy, don't interrupt me.
Okay.
Another thing is you have the audacity to sit up here and continue to downplay anything that somebody says, Rich. You having a whole conversation with yourself. And then they're going to say, and then they're going to say, and then they're going to say, ain't nobody on the panel said a damn word. What are you talking about?
He's just predicting what y'all gonna say.
No, you don't predict what somebody gonna say. What the hell? He got telepathy? Get the hell out of here, bro.
Some of y'all are predictable.
I don't say that. I don't know who you're talking to, but I don't
know who he's talking to either, and I can't stand when he generalizes shit. What did I tell you before? If they on this panel or in this chat, you say their damn name. If they not on this panel or in the chat, then you don't say their name and don't bring the shit over here. I don't care what nobody else says anywhere else, bro.
Hey, look, you 100% right when nobody ain't say Javier ain't shit or whatever. I mean, Javier the best fighter or whatever he is, or he this good of a fighter. You 100% right. People saying that now. But when this fight happened or after this fight, I could bet my last dollar you're gonna hear 1 million people come on these panels and say he ain't nobody. I could bet
Hey, the Halo Squad got the
I'm
time,
giving
the
you the
Mind
names right
Stone,
now.
and using the Mind Stone, we can see that
One at a
already. They gonna say it, bro.
time. One at a time.
And y'all and Jab, you know this
Yes.
too, man.
Yes,
You
Rich.
know what I'm saying, man. You
But
playing
Rich,
like
what
you
I
don't know.
tell you, no, I didn't say I don't know that. What I said to you is you have to wait until people say it. You can't tell people what they're gonna say. You do not have to whatever the hell it is. Telepathy.
Right.
You don't have that shit, bro.
Right.
You got
And
telepathic.
He just
You
said
cannot
it
sit up
though.
here and tell. You
Yo,
cannot
shut
tell
up.
people what they're gonna say.
What did my man say? What did
Your
my man
goofy
say
ass gonna be one of the
earlier
same
about
ones.
Norman Jr. that
Let me
he's
say
You're
green?
one of them.
Did my man say he's
Man,
green?
shut your ass up. You
Oh my
always on here
God.
whining. I'm
Don't,
tired of hearing all this whining
don't,
shit.
don't dick,
Did my
don't
man?
Shut
dick,
your ass up,
don't
man.
dicking
That
him.
nigga, you ain't fighting. You ain't whining about it.
Doctor.
Y'all always whining about, hey, the dude's a good fighter. He's decent.
Didn't
He's not
somebody
great.
earlier?
He's a good fighter.
Did
He's
somebody
another good
earlier
fighter.
say that
Stop
the
Hold on,
whining
Mr.
about
Shelton.
all
Brian
this
Dondrick,
Norman
hold
shit.
Jr.
on.
is green?
Hold on. Go ahead, Dondrick.
No, I don't understand what all this whining for. It's just she was telling you who's coming up for your next mandatory. Okay, either gonna be Ricardo Nunez or it's gonna be Javier Guerrero. Boom. You know you got 11 months after that to fight him. Woo. You say he gonna be bad? Okay, he just coming though, so you know what's in order, what's in line. It doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. He's next in line. It's what they think. So just be ready. That's it. Just like Tank, whoever he got next, his mandatory, it's gonna come. So whatever.
Facts. Nah, you right.
I don't
But
understand why
somebody,
people get mad.
Let me
It's
say
Nah,
this.
Hold on,
Hey
y'all.
Don,
Let me
Shout
say
out
this.
to hold on. Shout out to Big Dre and the Cash App. Now, who's next? Frequent.
hey Don,
I know you're not
hey
talking.
Dondrick, I
yeah, let
want
me
you to
talk
show
next.
Who
show me
else?
your bet too, Dondrick, when that fight happened. I
Let me
want you
say
to show me
something.
what you
I'm gonna
bet on.
hedge my bet. You already know that.
Let me say something to Rich
Yo,
real quick.
somebody asked if Shakur would, what if Shakur get his dude step aside money if he was about to fight KSI? Why y'all trying to make Shakur fight KSI just because
First of
Tank did a
all,
dumb fight with Jake
first
Let
of
me
all,
Paul,
First
bro?
of
Brandon's
all, hold
mad.
on, hold on.
Yeah,
First of all,
boxing
it
is a
was
dangerous
NHA.
sport. I
If
think
First
if
of all, it was
somebody's
Jake
been
if
asking me
NHA
Jake
that.
that
if Jake
okay.
Paul beat
I
Tank,
wanna
y'all know y'all don't want
let me
First of
say
all, it was NHA that asked that question frequent since you want to
I
be
can
so hard
answer
at
him.
it.
I could tell him. I could tell him the reason because boxing is a dangerous sport. You know what I mean? You got to get all the bread you can. You know what I'm saying? Right away, like Tank doing
Nah,
right now.
I
let
think
me say something to Rich.
Why can't Kerr do it?
Let me
I think Shakur, if that fight do come around and it's some more money that he ever made in a fight or whatever like that, I think that as long as that guy wasn't disrespecting him like Lamont Roach was doing and they had a draw fight and all that stuff and shit like that, if y'all comparing Tank situations, that if that's what y'all doing,
See, so here's the thing, right? Like, and I don't
no,
understand what we're doing here, but I'm gonna tell you right now, we're not gonna continue to bring the conversation back to Gervonta Tank Davis.
I'm not
When I
bringing it
told
back.
y'all we will
I'm saying,
absolutely not be
I'm not
talking about
bringing
that
it back.
exhibition, I mean that.
let
What
me
we're
All right,
talking
okay.
about
I
right
ain't gonna
now,
talk. Yeah,
That's
do
right.
not
I'm not
talk
bringing
over
it.
me,
I'm just
bro.
answering the question.
What I'm telling you
It's
now,
Frequent's
this is
fault.
the problem, right? This is the problem. I bring up to you what is happening in boxing, what is getting ready to go on in Shakur's career. I mentioned it to you, Rich, because I had been telling you about Herrera for the longest time, and now he's in number 4 because you,
Yeah,
Shelton, and all the rest of y'all kept
I'm,
telling me who is he? Get his rankings up. Well, guess what? The young man got his rankings up, and after the October the 25th, when he has his fight, he will be the mandatory for
man. I
Shakur
love to
Stevenson.
see Shakur
That
fight
is
him.
it.
I ain't gonna.
That is all.
I would
let
love
me
to see.
say let me say this. Let me
I
say
would
this
love to
to
see
Rich.
Shakur fight him.
Hold on,
But I would love to see him
Rich.
fight him. But
Go ahead.
I want to respond real quick to Rich, right? Because I keep hearing you saying what people are gonna say, what people are gonna say.
I told you he's crazy.
With all due respect, bro, like when someone's hating on you, life's taught me this, right? When someone's hating on you, they're gonna hate you no matter what, bro. So it shouldn't matter that much what some bozo's gonna say after you fight
nah,
this
you
guy
right.
or that guy.
You right. You
Okay,
right on
so
that.
and
You
and
right.
and
facts.
and you're in the wrong game if this matters this much to you. Not you personally. I mean any fighter. You
Nah,
just gotta do your thing and let bosses are gonna be bosses at the end of the day, bro. Like do your thing, build your career, and do what you gotta do. And negative people are gonna still be negative, bro. You can't ask a loser for permission to win. You're
yeah, you
never gonna
right.
win.
You
Facts,
100%
bro.
right.
That's why I wanted to
You
tell
No, but
2
it's not
Cents
100%
your
right.
that
turn to talk.
I,
It's not your turn to
I,
talk frequent. Let's get David in here. What's
I
up, Mr.
respect
Lynch?
that,
How
man.
you
You right.
doing?
You right on that though.
Hey,
I
I
appreciate
appreciate
that.
hey,
it.
just popped in.
And the same thing as usual. I'm like, damn, Frequent, y'all gotta stop living in that reality TV show, man. Leave it alone, y'all. Seriously.
Dave, what up, bro?
The whole thing shit over, yo. Leave the shit alone, yo. Seriously. Talk about what's going on in boxing. We got mad fights coming up. Mad
Absolutely.
fights being mentioned. And
We was
all
talking
you
about
wanna
boxing.
and all y'all wanna do is talk about Tank, yo. Tank
Danja
cash
just
fight.
brought up a
Tank.
good point.
Leave it alone.
The Oshaki Foster and Cool Boy Steph fight just got
Yeah,
made.
yeah,
Let me
yeah.
hear what's
Yeah.
going on with that. We got
Y'all
Albert
know
Bell
Yeah.
this weekend. Albert Bell
And we
coming
got
up this
Jamel.
weekend.
And we
Jamel
got
might be coming
Jamel
back.
I
Like,
just want
talking
to
yes.
say you
about
look good. That's all.
he wanna eat the
I'm
big
sorry,
fish,
man.
baby.
Don't be scared of me.
You know what I
No,
mean?
you right. You
We
Yeah,
right
we
got
got
though,
the
Dave.
we
I
got the
just
too late,
second
Mr.
coming of
Lynch.
Earl
Walking, all
Spence
right?
versus Jamel.
You be in an Uber
Listen,
somewhere, I'll be picking you up.
we done
you right, Dave.
definitely went through that.
For
We done
real, you hear
addressed
me?
who the lion who he gonna fight, who he
Have
gonna
a
get
nice
back in there
day.
with.
You won't be walking through no grass, though.
Hey
You
man,
you right,
spit
you
the
right,
game
Dave.
off the
Though
mic, man.
I just wanted to tell
That
2 cents
weak ass
that
game.
those B-side jokes don't go over no more because Tank
Oh
the
yeah,
B-side
you
right
know
now.
what? Look,
I
you
had to get
doing
my
it
last
again.
Tank joint
Look,
out.
you doing it again. You doing it again. Stop,
I'm getting
yo.
ready to boot him. Don't
Stop.
worry about it, Mr. Lynch. I'm getting ready to boot him. Don't even let him
How
go
the hell
ahead.
is a $200 million fight a fucking B-side battle?
No, it's not.
Yo, both of
Nah,
them
man,
bring
nobody.
100 mil to the table.
Nobody,
What are you talking about?
David. Nobody was talking about Tank. Somebody asked a question about will we be mad if Shakur fight KSI? I told him if Shakur had a draw with someone or something like that, or and the nigga was
Rich,
disrespecting him and stuff like that, then I say that
Rich, you know
Shakur.
exactly what you meant by that when you said it. Stop
I
playing these
heard
silly
it.
little childish
I
games.
heard that crap.
Nobody
Yo, I
in here is
heard
childish.
everything you said before. I was
Y'all
sitting
crazy,
back in the
man.
It's so
chat and I
ridiculous,
wasn't
bro.
saying nothing, just listening to y'all, man.
Nah, I'm playing.
Come on. I was born at night,
So
not last night.
anyway, what y'all got on Oshaki Foster and the Cool Boy fight?
Oh, that's going to be a good fight. That's going to be
It's
a good
definitely
fight.
gonna be a good scrap. It's definitely gonna be a
Yeah,
good
that's going
scrap.
to be a good scrap. Two good
I
young
think
lions coming up,
You said
making their way right now.
they on that undercard, Dondrick. You said the Fondora undercard?
Yeah, they on a Fandora Thurman undercard, and I wanted to
That's
say
what the
something.
25th.
Hold on.
That's the 25th too, ain't it?
Yeah, and I wanted to
Oh,
say
so
that's a big
maybe
jump for Pooka.
maybe Hadana's on that undercard. Maybe
no.
they on that undercard.
He's with Queensberry.
Oh, okay.
He's with Queensberry, so
Okay, so no.
I'll
But
be on
anyway, it's
mute for a
the
few
same
minutes. I'll
night.
be right back.
Man, who y'all got
Okay.
winning? Who y'all got winning that fight?
With Cool Boy and Oshaki?
I'm trying to bet something, man. I'm trying not with nobody on here. I'm just trying to see what I'm gonna do with these bets, man.
I'm looking
I'm
at
gonna
I'm
go
looking
shot.
at I'm
That's a
looking
big
at a
jump for Cool Boy.
50-50
Cool
fight.
Boy at one fight 126, and he jumping up to 130 and shit. I fucks with Cool Boy, but
Hmm.
I
They
think you know what
coming
I
up
think.
into
I
the
think he had a
fray.
jump.
I
I
can't
think
find it, Andy. I thought I had it, but I don't. I only have those three. I can't find the other ones. I looked on his page. That's where I got these from. I couldn't find the other ones. I only saw these three, so I grabbed those. But I know what you mean because I did hear something about him asking for Bud too.
I
Oh yeah,
think
Who
the
the
smoke one,
giraffe
right?
supposed to be?
oh
Fundora.
yeah, I
Man,
Yeah,
think
you should have picked the Slender Man, man. Why
I
you pick a
know.
giraffe? But then
Yep.
again, he do bend his head over.
Cool Boy the best.
Once you get him weak enough,
So
Pandora will lean forward, and
so
that's a dangerous thing for him.
so who y'all got? Who y'all got? Schoolboy or Cool Boy or Oshaki?
I got
Man, that's
shot
50-50.
decision.
You said who?
Easy
Uh,
It ain't
decision. I got
you
shot
said
decision. Easy decision. It's a tall
easy,
task for
you
Cool
said?
Boy.
You said
I
easy?
think it's good. I think it'll be fairly easy.
Mm. Okay.
It's
okay.
from what you guys that Cool Boy had one fight at 126. He fought Figueroa, who's in my opinion and shit, fucking fights. He doesn't use his fucking natural God gifted height and reach for you know what I'm saying for to his advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And he got it. cool. You got a clear win off of that, but that didn't show me enough that you're ready to jump up to 130 and take Shark. And Shark was one of the top guys at 130. So we just want to stay above him. So that's easy money to me.
Okay. All right. David, who you got?
I don't know. It all depends on who can take the best lick from each other. So to speak, who can keep working that jab and come off with more combinations, and whoever get to the body first is possibly going to win. Whoever can get to the body, do a head, do a body head combination or two. Whoever can work the body is going to break down the other fighter. You know what I mean? But I do recognize that um both of these fighters got a good ass jab. You know what I mean? And they know how to work it. So it all depends on how they work off their jab,
Who
how
got the
it's going to
better
end
ring
up coming
IQ
out.
to you though? Who got the better ring IQ to you though?
I don't know. I think schoolboy. I think schoolboy. You know that ring IQ comes with comes with experience. You know.
I think that's gonna be a good scrap too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the fight that he wanted, so I know he's happy about it. He also challenged Shakur, although I don't. I think Dondrick was trying to explain it to me. He could use his status to go up and challenge Shakur. But as far as him and Oshaki and Cool Boy, yeah, I think I might have to go with Shock. I might go with Shock.
Mm.
And I
Don,
like to say something. Why would
yeah,
y'all say
man.
KSI versus Shakur? KSI got way more money than Shakur. Fuck all that. I said
What
now.
is happening? What's going
Remember they
on?
said, would y'all take a fight if KSI versus Shakur?
Oh,
Should he take that fight? KSI got too much money for Shakur. Nah, he the broke side. That's what it is.
oh my
Jay Paul
God!
got too much money for Tank. What
Yeah.
you talking about?
Oh my
Jay Paul got
goodness!
too much
See, now
money
you're
for
Well,
lying
Tank.
to yourself. See,
Here
now
we
you don't
go.
even
yo,
believe
here
that.
we going.
I'm just
Y'all going
saying, man. I'm
backwards
just pointing
again,
out the
yo.
hypocrisy.
Y'all going backwards again, man. Just,
When
just,
I'm here to start chaos.
I see
yeah,
that,
we
Dondrick.
know.
I see that. All right. Well, I mean, since we going there, Dondrick, you notice how they started trying to throw step aside money immediately. You heard that, right? You saw how they
Yeah,
did that. You saw that,
yeah,
right?
yeah. They ready
soon
to
as I
add
told him
Man,
this
to
boy,
that
as soon as I
75.
told him this boy coming, what if we pay step aside money? Already, y'all talking about some step aside money. Good
man,
Lord,
that
They
y'all
nigga
on
ain't
ready
get
this
for
no
that
side.
step
step
aside
aside, ain't
money.
they?
Ain't nobody
He
worried about
got
that,
what
boy.
he worried about
These
what he
niggas
gonna
talk
do
about
for
step
Christmas.
aside money. These niggas
That
I'm
said
just
nigga
step
trying to see
worried.
aside.
something. I'm just trying to see something on the panel.
That nigga worrying about what he gonna buy for Christmas. How he gonna get that money? You know that kid needs some toys, man. You should have kept your mouth shut.
Mm.
But then again, 200 M's. I'll be like, fuck you too. I be like, yo, where that check at? And go ahead and get it. Plain and simple.
Goodness.
Nobody can deny it. But yeah, man, I don't even want to think about Lamont Roach. So let's go on next.
Who the hell mentioned
Um,
Lamont Roach?
no, step aside money.
No, we was talking about they was see you not following along, Mr. Lynch. We was talking about as soon as I said that Javier Guerrera is number 4, and after his fight on
What?
October 25th, he is mandatory for Shakur. They started screaming step aside money because they scared. They scared of the boy. I've been saying this young boy name for I don't know how long. I am so glad that he made his way up here because he said he wants Shakur. He ain't playing. The
Oh,
boy
but
is
you know
number
what's
4.
interesting? You know what's
Hey, Jack.
interesting? I saw
Hold
Auntie Schofield um on Mill City, and he
Capping.
was
That's
and he
it.
was talking. Yeah, all he do is cat.
What do you
All he
say?
do is cat.
I ain't
He
watch that
said
yet. What's
something
up?
about um. You could see him and the Swallow got difference of opinions. It was
I
something
never
to
said that.
the yeah. It was
Something
something to the
insufferable.
effects of yeah. It was something to the effects of He said, "Oh, I know. That's why he went on and he decided not to take on Lamont, and he went for Jay Paul because he's scared of you. I was like, what? No, this nigga didn't just say Tate is
Okay, I'm
scared
back.
of. I was scared of. Are you kidding me? I was like, Floyd Schofield Senior is tripping. My auntie is tripping. She need
What
to
else? What
stop,
else with
yo.
me?
She
Hey,
need to
Define
stop.
Irony.
I was
Yeah.
like, he didn't have anything to do with it. But then again, after
Yeah,
this
you
fight
could.
is over, why don't he go ahead and petition the WBA so he could be the mandatory? Yeah,
He needs to no, he's about to fight Maritala, and then after that, who the hell knows what's going on for him, but he needs to worry about his Maritala problems that he has coming up. So that's what his focus needs to be on, and not nobody else and
yeah.
nobody else damn business. But Define Irony, what's up, babe?
I think Kid Austin at some point has gotta sort of like put his foot down and I don't know, tell his dad to like back off a little bit because I don't like. Okay, let me rephrase. So I think his father is taking too much um, control over his career, and I'm not so sure that's going to be good for him. It is working so far, whatever the case may be, but I don't know, bro. He pulled how many excuses for the Shakur thing? I mean,
Yeah.
and I don't. The fighter, bro, you're the one bringing the money. You're the guy. And I don't care what people say about personality. He might not have the most outgoing, not everybody said Adrian Broner or Jarrell Miller or Rolly. I get that. But at the same time, like no cell phone, like no, I mean, like I don't know, man. Like something wrong with that picture.
It's weird. It's weird. It's just weird. He hypnotizes his son. What
What?
the hell you doing
Yeah, you
hypnotizing?
didn't hear that? He said that he
You didn't hear
hypnotizes
that?
his son.
I swear I didn't. Holy
Let me see if I can find a video real quick. But yeah, he hypnotizes his son. He said that he hypnotized his son before the last fight that he had. So when he gets in the ring, he's not Kid Austin. He's whoever this hypnotized nigga is when they get in there and fight. That's what happened in the Tevin Farmer fight.
Oh, for God's
So
sake.
yeah, that's what he said.
Man, I don't know, yo.
Yo, if you watch that
I'm still
interview,
thinking Oscar
you
gave
see the body
Kevin
language.
Farmer a couple dollars.
Damn, I found that it's in my video. I don't know if I'll be able to speed it up. Hold on
Yo,
a second.
yo, Jab, I implore you to watch that shit. The body language of Zab Judah. Zab Judah was like ready to throw something at the screen or whatever they were recording. Like he was
When
making Zab extremely sick with all the bullshit. Like
oh, for
Zab was
real?
like, God damn, can you get this motherfucker up out of here? Shit. Like he
This
was
was recent?
Zab was yeah, this was like a couple
Zab was
days ago.
looking at him. Yeah, Zab was looking at the camera
Zab
like,
was like, can this motherfucker go somewhere, please, bro? Like, why you got this
Bro,
man
Ronnie
right here? Like,
Shields.
yo, he
Ronnie
was
Shields.
talking dumb shit.
Ronnie Shields
That's
got the hell out of Dodge.
crazy. That's crazy.
I was like, you gotta realize, look, man, Pop, you starting to make us look crazy. You starting to make us look bad, and you starting to make us look unprofessional.
Yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
Yeah.
I give it a kid because he was speaking up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
in most interviews, he would let his father do all the talking, but he was actually pushing back against Senior. I don't know if y'all
Hmm.
caught
oh,
that.
was he?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he
they got
actually
different.
did.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, no, I think it's. He was like, no, no, because he didn't. He was like, I was like, then you saw a kid just go like, okay.
Mm.
Now
Yeah, because
you
he was
caught
trying
in
to
the
downplay
same
Roach.
space,
He was trying to
huh?
downplay Roach because I think Mills asked him was like, you think Roach and Shakur would be a good fight? He's like, nah, nah, nah. Why would he fight him? He's a 130-pounder. And Junior was like, nah, that's a good fight. Yo, Lamont is really, you know what I'm saying? He's really a good fighter and shit. It's like, so there was a couple of instances and shit. It's like, but he was just making a whole buffoonery of himself, per usual. But I think he just dumb. I think he doubled down on the stupidity and the buffoonery and shit. So I implore everybody to watch that shit.
I think that he wants attention most of the time more than his son. Because I still haven't figured out why
Oh, hold up a
he
second.
still does interviews with his son. Like, your son's a grown man. Why are you still doing interviews with your son?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if they want to talk to you, why don't they schedule something separate? Why do you have to be there every single time? So to me, he just kind of wants attention. I'm not sure what that's all about.
And
You know what
how
I mean? That's
weird
like
is
a
it?
lot
I'm
of these
sorry. Go ahead.
fathers. That's like a lot of these fathers, you know what I'm saying? The Bill Haneys of the world. Like, your son is a grown man with a child of his own. Why the hell are you still talking for him? It's so weird to me.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and how weird is it that every single time that you see him, he's right next to him.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like,
why you always have to be? It's just weird to me. I just don't
like
get it.
Yeah.
and
You
listen,
know.
Especially with a
that thing.
grown man with a son. Your son has a son. What are you? You're a grandpa. Go sit down, papa. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yep.
Like, I don't
And
get
there's a
it.
place for him. I mean, I'm not saying get rid of him, but I'm just saying let's pump the effing brakes here a little bit,
Nah, I mean,
like
you can't get rid of your father. You
right,
know what I'm saying?
right,
But just let him establish his own lane. Let him be his own man. There's no need for you to
Yeah.
be in media with him all the time, especially if, your son is the fighter and we want to hear more from the fighter. Now, if you want to do a separate interview and they want to entertain you after that, then that's completely up to them. But as far as you talking for your son and tell we want this one, who the hell is we? You ain't getting punched upside your damn
right.
head.
Yep.
So I just find it
Yeah,
so weird.
Tank was supposed to fight us, but instead he chose a 130-pounder.
Yep.
Let me
I
tell you
was
something, and
like,
I
Crazy
man.
shit.
try not to get into that because if he's working his way up, then he deserves that opportunity. But what I will say is this: Gervonta Tank Davis ain't no goddamn Tevin Farmer. You know what I'm saying? And
Nope.
and he's none of the other guys that you fought either. And not to diminish his skills, not to say that he's not good, because the young man is good. But I don't think that it's smart to put him in there with the Gervonta Tank Davis right now. I
I
mean,
agree.
No.
I agree.
I just don't think
And tell
that's a
the
smart
truth,
thing to do for your son's career. Oscar wouldn't
Oscar
let that
trying.
happen anyway.
No, he gonna try to keep it from happening.
Yeah.
He's standing. He like, no, no, no. Y'all messing up my brand. Got my prospects out here getting into these
You
fights
saw the fight,
when they
please. You
not
saw the
ready.
he was about to have a fight just with him about to fight Shakur alone. He was having a damn fit. So, and Shakur can't hurt him. So he was having a fit, and now he wants to fight my prospect. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine him getting in the ring with Gervonta. Like, please, Oscar would have a damn heart
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, you for real with that one.
Oscar would have a damn heart attack. He ain't letting that shit happen. You gotta be
I,
kidding me.
I I was starting to look funny at him way back in the day when he called Greg Hackett a bum on a live, and I was
Who?
like, bro, you never even Mama Holyfield. And
Oh,
I was like, bro, you never even stepped foot on the ring. I understand that Greg Hackett has upside down record. I understand that, but bro, who are you to be calling somebody, those type of names? But anyway, and the dads in boxing, bro. I think we need to put this in proper perspective because yeah, on one end we have this guy and Haney and Teo Senior and John Fury, but on the other
Grandpa's
end.
going wild. All of them. Grandpa's going wild.
Exactly. But
Hmm.
on the other end, we have Kenny Porter. We got Tito's father, Tito Trinidad's father. We got
Yeah.
a lot of dudes that are
I
real.
found it to
You know.
find Arnie. It's in my video. I think it's in the beginning. Hold on, let me try and see. What's up, everybody? It is your girl, Jab Queen Boxing, and we are back. I'm going to play something for you, and then we're gonna talk about what the hell it is we just heard.
I've been told y'all when Floyd go in that ring, it ain't Floyd in that ring.
Oh, you did say that.
It's a
That's true,
spirit
though.
from us hypnotizing him since he was a kid to have him when he go in that ring, he black out. He's not in there.
Yep.
I
You see
don't
what I'm
believe.
saying?
I
You
don't
see this
believe
Man,
what I
kind of
that
just
shit
saw,
foolishness?
sounds
bro.
so.
Oh my
That
god.
shit. That shit even sound weird to hearing it again. And looking at Schofield's damn, look at that kid Austin's damn response afterward with the big smiles. He's like, yeah. I was like,
Yeah, that's the
oh,
weirdest part. It's like
yeah.
he's always like, yeah, nodding his head, like never like listen, never like leaving like a slight disagreement. I got a problem with that, bro.
Yeah, I don't really understand that either, but it's what it is, I guess. First of all, is that legal? Like, cause what's
Right,
going on?
right.
Like
You
that,
know what it is?
wow.
It's Uptown Saturday night again. No, it's Let's Do It Again. Kid Austin is Booty Farnsworth.
Oh my goodness. I don't
Remember Jimmy
but
Walker? You don't remember that?
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
you gotta look that up. Let's do it again. Bill Cosby is sing and um Sidney Poitier. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna look that
Yeah, Sidney Poitier did this like got an idea. We go down to the big fight in New Orleans, right?
up. Mm-hmm.
And we hypnotize Whitney Farnsworth, who is Jimmy Walker's character, right? And you know how Jimmy Walker looked, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when they hypnotize him, he go into the ring, he feel like he's undefeated. Nobody can hurt him. And he knocks out the champ, 40th Street Black. And they bet all this money from their church or their lodge or whatever so that they can get that money and build their lodge, build their new lodge, a new church and whatnot. You know what I mean? For their builder fund. And it worked. But John Amos and they tracked them down and found out about the scheme, and that's how they had to do it all over again. You gotta check that movie out. That movie's
I
funny.
will. I will check that out. Oh,
Oh man.
all right, child. Well, we could do final thoughts. What's going on in HA? What are your final thoughts about the upcoming fights, the topics we covered tonight, honey? Yeah, I know y'all scared of Herrera. You know what I'm saying? It's just an ass whooping. It ain't gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, what y'all got on it? What y'all got on it? I'm happy they finally made this Oshaki fight. That's what's up. I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good
We ain't
young
worried. We ain't
scrap.
worried. We ain't worried about. We ain't worried about Jadhade. I mean,
You're
I'm
not
all
worried
for it.
about him? You're not worried about him?
I ain't worried. I doubt Curry's worried about him either. Shit. You know,
Oh,
I'm all
Shakur
for
not
it.
worried
I'm,
about him
I'm,
either?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not into protecting Shakur either. So
Mm.
if if you don't fight him and shit, I'm not gonna fucking make excuses for him not fighting him and shit or whatnot and
Mm.
shit. I just pose that question and shit just to see,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
motherfuckers will say and
Sound to me
shit. Y'all
like
give me
y'all
saving
already trying to
grace.
put
Y'all,
him in a protection program, but
nah, not at all. I think it'll be an easy fight for, but it's just like it's a win. It's a lose situation for Kerr. I mean, he gonna get his regular whatever money, whatever his usual pay when he gets for that type of fight, and then you don't get no credit for it. Y'all don't give him credit for it. I mean, we could say we projecting, but that's
if
gonna be
he
consensus.
y'all definitely projecting, but okay, I hear you.
I mean, so yeah, at the end of the day, as a Shakur fan, as a boxing fan, I don't want to see fucking Shakur up in there fighting a prospect unless he's
How
forced
can
to.
you continue to call this man a prospect when he's number 4?
That's
Cause
bad.
Top
lima
five.
beans. Let me just explain. Lima beans was not even ranked, and they just decided to squeeze him up in there at number fucking 10 or 9 or whatever and shit out the blue and shit just to fight Ennis. Yo,
Herrera is not out the blue, and you can go back and listen to my live streams. You can even go back when we did our when I'm on the all women's panel on Two Cents. I have been saying this boy name. Y'all can act like y'all didn't hear me all
but
y'all want
that
to.
contender, but that is
Evidence
not
is
contender
there,
though.
bro. I have been saying
Oh,
Herrera. I mentioned Herrera when he didn't fight Kid Austin, and I said he had 2 choices. Y'all remember that? I said he had Padley and he had Herrera. Y'all swore up and down that Herrera did not make weight. That was cap, but we'll move on. But I've been saying this young man name, and now y'all, what was y'all saying before? Get his rank up. Who is that? Well, guess what? He's number 4. He got his rank up. So now we're gonna see, bro. We're gonna see.
you gonna give Shakur credit for beating a contender when
If he
Shakur
beats,
Washington?
if, y'all
No, it's gonna be
y'all
win.
Of course
terrible,
I
bro.
will. Of course I
Y'all
will.
It's gonna be
terrible, bro.
win.
If he beats Herrera, yes, I'm
Is it
gonna, bro.
Javier?
I'm not
Javier?
like y'all. Herrera. I'm not like y'all, bro. When right before he fought Zepeda, all I heard from Shakur fans is Zepeda's trash. Shakur gonna wash him. Then y'all come and y'all want credit. I'm not giving y'all credit. If y'all don't give y'all opponents credit before, I'm not giving them none after. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all this. Y'all already trying to discredit this man. So if Shakur gets in there and he wins, why y'all gonna want credit for the man?
I want him to fight him. I just need y'all to give him credit and shit when he does and shit.
He gonna get his credit just like I gave him credit for Zepeda. I didn't think he would get in there and fight Zepeda the way he did. He did. Kudos to Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was the one discrediting Zepeda. I said this will be a good test for Shakur. I said that.
Test?
If you take the O
Test?
away from somebody, that you don't see that as an accomplishment.
They don't. Let me tell you something. The only
No.
person they
Oh,
want
for
to,
God's sake.
It's not really an
only
accomplishment. He
person
owns a
they want Shakur
manufacturer.
to fight.
That's
Only
bad,
person they
bro.
want Shakur to fight is Tank. That's the only person they care about Shakur fighting, which is
No,
stupid.
no.
Because if Tank fights someone else or Tank moves on and decides to retire tomorrow, what is Shakur's career going to be remembered for? Y'all need to stop focusing on some goddamn Gervonta Tank Davis. Get off the man nuts. I don't
Seriously.
understand how he was
That's
able to
false
make
though.
3
That's false
kids.
though. That's false though.
Just
I
like
don't
hey,
care. I don't really care just for the 10 fight. There's other good fights besides this motherfucker. But if he gotta fight him, he's forced to fight him. Yeah, I'm not gonna give him no grace and shit if he decides I'm saying he wants to fucking do something else beside that. But the
Sometimes you have to
likelihood of him
defend your title,
fighting,
bro.
the likelihood, who?
Sometimes you have to defend your title.
I get that. Sometimes you have to defend your title. Sometimes you know what I'm saying, you can, if a bigger fight presents itself and shit, fuck that title. You agree with
but
that?
I'm like, but I look at it like this. Seriously, we talking about who you got to fight next or whatever, but the bottom line is this: y'all gotta remember, he's a free agent right now, right? And he haven't said who he's gonna sign with, if he's gonna sign on the dotted line with Tank after all of this shit is over or whatever. Or if he's going to, like he said he's going to go back to Turkey. I'll be back. I got to get my hand heal up. But my thing is this: he needs to let his hand heal up a whole lot longer than what he's saying. Why? I look at, and I'm going to use his idol, Floyd, as a measuring stick. I think when Floyd battered his hands up where as though it was hurting where he hurt his hand the way he did. Floyd took some time and he got into strengthening his hand up. You know what I mean? He took time, he strengthened his hand up. He did all that he had to do therapy, physically therapy wise, to strengthen his hands so that he can get back in there. And then at the same time, that's where him and Roger and Pops, you know what I mean, said, okay, you can't go out there and be pretty boy no more. You can't be pretty boy no more. You gotta go out there and you gotta go ahead and you gotta box defensively. And he was already into the Philly shell. So they just went deeper into the Philly shell and everything. He became one of the best counter punches that I've seen in the ring, you know, and that strengthened and made his career last a whole lot longer. So really, Shakur needed to go ahead and just take some time and heal up his hand. You know what I mean? That's what he needed
I
to do.
think
He needed to get his hand right before
Hold
he
on.
even think about fighting anybody else. Because you're gonna have the same thing that just happened against whatchamacallit. You heard his hand again.
He
That's
always
I
had.
knew his hand was hurt. Yeah, because he started slapping with the gloves. That's a sign that his hand was hurt. That he put his hand up somewhere. I was like, damn, his hand hurt again. But where it was going was the payday. It was over with. The payday didn't sit on none of his punches. He sat on a few of his punches at the beginning of the fight, and then the next thing you know is he just was just one punches. He wasn't sitting down on nothing. And Shakur was able to go ahead and counterpunch him, but at the same time, he took too much damage. He was getting hit too much. You know what I mean? And that's astute that he was able to go ahead and see that and point that out in his own criticism of himself that he got hit too much. You know what I mean? So, hey, I think he need to just go ahead, sit back, chill back, and heal that hand up, and come back around April, May of 2026. You know what I mean? Because from what I've seen another post where um, Timalifu was talking talking about that fight coming up in early 2026. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's a little too early for him to be getting back in the ring. You know what I mean? He got hell in hand.
Hold on, Mr. Lynch. Shout out to Big Dog Willie, $2 in the super chat. I told you Shakur hands didn't work. Thank you so much, Big Dog Willie. We appreciate that. Yeah.
I wanted to
So, Mr.
respond
Lynch.
to this gentleman right here, if I may.
Oh,
NHA, I
sure.
think is his name.
Oh, NHA. Yeah.
Let me tell you how I see this. Maybe we can get some common ground here, yeah? Because I think, with all due respect, that you're looking at this from a little bit of a narrow mindset. I'll explain why.
He ain't
When
got no
you
brain. That's why.
when you take the O away from somebody, particularly in a title fight, what that means to me, how I look at that, is that you stop them from being great. Like basically, if it wasn't for
Butcher,
you,
this is
you would have
closing
been the man.
arguments.
You
Mm-hmm.
know. So that's how
So
I look at it. That's why I value title defenses sometimes even more than a unification, because when you stop a handful of people, or whatever the case may be, from being great, that means that you know that means that if you were born on my time frame and you're weighing as much as I do, you got to look elsewhere, and I value that very highly. Maybe you don't. That's fine. We can agree to disagree, but I'm just telling you my viewpoint of that. When you take the O away from somebody, you stop them from being great. Anyway, Jab Queen, thank you so much for having me. I loved your
Of
video on Marvin
course.
Hagler. I mean, Marvin Hagler is my favorite fighter of all time. I'm gonna continue to do this panel because it's really awesome. And
Oh, thank you so
thank you.
much. Come back
before you
anytime.
go, I just want to tell them like having an O in your record. You know what I'm saying? That really don't mean much to me and shit. I mean, you sound like so you've been following Boston for a long time.
Yeah.
It was a period of time. You know what I'm saying? Protecting that O, wasn't really that important.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah, I
the
could take them off
major
of.
thing. But it
True.
does mean something, HA. You can't say it
Yeah.
don't mean nothing when you're the first person
It
to hand
does.
somebody they
Does it
lost.
though? If I'm
It
fighting with
does,
somebody, you
bro.
know what I'm saying? But check it out. If I'm fighting somebody, you know what I'm saying, that had like 30 fights in Eastern Europe and shit, you got an O and shit. You know what I'm saying? So mysteriously, he was elevated to fucking number 3 or 4 and some money sanctioning body and shit due to politics and shit. I take his O. What the fuck does that do for me? Because he done fought a bunch of motherfuckers and shit that nobody ever heard of and shit. Not even in
But,
this country.
but, but what do you mean? What does that do for me? What do you mean by that?
What does it do? Because I took his O.
Where you were the one.
He took a O. That sound like I don't know. I'm not even gonna go there and shit.
I mean, that's
I'm the
fine.
one who
I
took
get it.
something
I get
from him.
it. And you're
Listen,
absolutely right. At some point in time, that O didn't mean as much as it does today. But today, I definitely don't agree with that, because I don't put that much stock in undefeated records anyway. So I'm with you there. But since it does mean, you got to go with the times, bro, whether we like it or not. So if you take the O out of somebody, you cannot. I mean, I don't know how you can get to that. Doesn't mean nothing. I can't get there. You know.
Because somebody's record could be padded. Is what I mean. What I'm saying. You could have somebody that's literally like 29 and 0, or 28 and 0, or 20 and 0. I'm not even gonna go far. 20 and 0 and shit. A bunch of padded records or a bunch of motherfuckers
Good
from
stuff.
Mexico or third world country and shit we never heard of and shit. So if I take his O, you know, what the fuck is that doing for me?
well, I
That's all
understand.
I'm
I
saying.
understand what you're saying,
Good
NHA. It
stuff.
depends on who you fought, and that definitely does matter. Obviously, we don't want because. And I'm not going to say I don't want to harp on it. And I don't think he had an O when he fought him. But look at Berlanga. Sometimes you can fight tomato cans too long. But to define irony's
Mm.
point, when you're coming up, they're not going to throw you in there with constant live dogs. Obviously, they want to maximize your potential so they can get back whatever money that they've already spent to make you who that you are or invested in you. They want you to last as long as possible. But there is a cutoff point where at some point you should be facing high level of competition to maintain that. Oh, now if you're fighting high level of competition and you're maintaining that, then you that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But to your point, if you fight nothing but tomato cans, that really don't mean nothing. But there is something to be said about you handing somebody your first loss back when that really meant something and you were fighting guys that were of your caliber. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because if you're fighting a bunch of niggas that like got a record of like 11-5 or 10-15, like how Zepeda's record was when he fought Shakur, then I can completely understand that. You know what I'm saying? That really don't really mean a lot. But nevertheless, we're gonna move on. Closing arguments.
This is good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And that maybe we'll circle back to this on Saturday on the live. We'll see what the O means.
What days do you go live, Jab Queen?
I'm live Thursdays and Saturdays. So maybe I'll just make that a Cliff Note topic because I'm really interested in figuring out why it was that as soon as I said Herrera's name, y'all boys started trying to pay him step aside money already, and he ain't even got in the ring. Good golly, Miss Molly. That's a little worrisome, boys. Y'all showing y'all hand with that one.
Saturdays
at this point, man, I just want to see the fighters fight the. If you at the level of Shakur, at the level of Tank, you at the level of
what level is he really on though, bro? We're gonna do this Saturday. We gonna get all
Saturdays at this time.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. He beat Javier, he's gonna say the same shit.
No, I'm not. Be quiet, NHA. I'm in the United States to find irony, so it is 9:21 where I am. I don't know what time it is where you are, but I go 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I'm on Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. So that's cool. If you want to come back and we can revisit, we will have the whole conversation on Saturday. I will pull up all of these boys' records and we can just go through them to get this done once and for all. Because what you're not going to continue to do is act like Shakur is some boogeyman that somebody is ducking and dodging, because that's just simply not the case. Okay, so we will get through all of this then.
Appreciate you all.
Any other final words? No problem, baby. Anytime. Any other final words? NHA, I know you got some slick shit to say.
No, I don't. I promise. I'm done. I was gonna say y'all be easy. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night.
You
God
do
bless.
the same.
All right, NHA. Take it easy.
Oh God! Final words, Mr. Lynch. Define irony. Any final words?
Hey,
go ahead.
I'm sorry you had to come up here and scare Frequency and them away.
Oh, thank you. I should buy you dinner, Mr. Lynch. I should buy you dinner. Because I was damn sure out of Advil. That drone was flying close to my head.
I'm just glad Boxing Hacker was in here. Then it really been a headache.
Oh, no, we don't say that name over. We don't use that kind of language over here.
Okay. But it's do we have any fights coming up Saturday?
Yep, we have Albert Bell. Albert Bell. You must have missed the beginning of the show. I ran through all the upcoming fights, but yes, Albert Bell fights this Saturday on Pulse Boxing. He is getting in the ring with. Oh my God, I keep forgetting that man's name. Let me go to my thing. Oh, he's getting there with Keith Hunter, who is the brother of Anthony Hunter, if I'm not mistaken, or Mark Hunter. I'm sorry. But yeah, he will be fighting on the 30th, and this is in Toledo, Ohio. So I'm not sure. It's on Pulse Boxing. So. Let me see where you can watch this at. As a matter of fact, I need to know that myself because I want to watch this. I want to see Albert Bell, how he look. I'll post it on my community page because I don't post box. I don't know what that comes on. I'll figure it out for y'all, okay? And then I'll post something. But I do know that he's fighting on this Saturday, so that's the fight we got. That whole card should be pretty good.
I'm gonna be covering, God willing, the Sanders first defense here in Puerto Rico. The last
exciting!
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
The last one that I covered was Hitchinson Powder, and it's been a minute, so hopefully.
Okay. I got to get my credentials. I'm going to, there's going to be an Olympic, I think the women's thing in New Jersey in Belleville. I think I'm going to drive there and see what I can see over there. That's in October. So I'll keep y'all all posted. Hopefully it's not on a day I go live so I can get some footage for us.
I'm working on building my own channel. So when I build my own channel, I'll let you know.
Oh, for sure.
All right. I'll definitely check you out.
Appreciate it.
Sure.
God bless, fellas.
All right. God bless. All right. See you later, Jad.
Okay. I'll holler at you, Mr. Lynch. Thanks for coming on.
All right. No problem. One love.
Bye. Ooh, child. So we have covered a variety of topics tonight. Some of y'all will let go watch the playback and make sure y'all hit the like button. But we were discussing what to do with Teofimo Lopez. Is he holding up the division at 140? Some of you all said yes. We have to figure out what is going on with him. If he's gonna fight, or if he's gonna go do some underground fighting like he was begging Aiden Ross to do. I don't know what the boy got going on. We know what's coming up for Shakur. But NHA, and to Rich, to you guys' point, and I think that Mr. Lynch made a really good point too about Shakur's hands. His hands have been hurting or hurt since the last 7 fights. He always has to take care of them after the fight. My only question is, he said that after the Zepeda fight, he hurt his hands, but he wants to fight Shakur. I mean, he wants to fight Teofimo Lopez, and his hands are hurting from what I understood, but then he's helping Bud get ready for Canelo. So just a lot of things just aren't making a lot of sense to me, but we can figure that out at a later date. Thank you all so much for coming out. As you guys heard, the Oshaki Foster and the Stephen Fulton fight is confirmed. They will be on the Fundora undercard, so keep a lookout for that. And with that, guys, I bid you good night. You guys have an amazing weekend. We will be back here Saturday, the same time, 5:30. I will see you all then. Until then, Mama is gone. Have a good night. Y'all know what to do. Catch me on another panel running my mouth.